Second. Toyota, let's go places.
Welcome to the NFL!
I said I'm a dog, show me I'm a dog, bro!
You're listening to LA Chargers Countdown to Kickoff on the LA Chargers Audio Network. Back in our broadcast booth high above the field at SoFi Stadium with Daniel Jeremiah. Matt Money Smith here. Shannon Farron down on the field, just minutes away from kickoff, about 10 minutes away. And it is time for our Keys to the Game, brought to you by Verizon, the official 5G network of the Los Angeles Chargers. We tap into the scouting savant of Daniel Jeremiah here as we get ready to look sort of at the back end of this roster, the depth pieces. Most of the starters sitting this one out, DJ, and Keys to the Game players you're going to watch.
Well, lots of young players to keep an eye on. I'm really curious to see these young drafted receivers. And we saw last week really some positive things, continuation of what we've seen from Keandre Lambert-Smith throughout all of camp. Want to see if he can back that up with another performance today. And then Trey Harris, who's been a little bit more up and down, maybe not as consistent. You know, can he have a day, kind of a stamp your place on this roster, and not only on the roster, but in the mix as someone who can be involved on game day?
Yeah, you talk about Trey last week in the Hall of Fame game. Ended up out there for 24 snaps, just had a single target and no reception. So not even opportunities. I would assume that Greg Roman and Sanjay Lau would love to see that kind of get turned around a little bit, just see what they got.
Yeah, you start looking at the numbers, too, at the receiver position. And, again, he's on the roster. He's going to make the team. But the question is, what role is he going to carve out? Keenan Allen comes back in. That's a factor. So he's got to get out here, make some plays, and prove that he can, be a valuable piece on an offense that all of a sudden you look at this receiver position, Money, he's in great shape.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, it's not just receiver, but pass catcher. And I thought we saw some pretty darn good things from Oronde Gadsden last week.
I thought not only him, but that entire tight end position did a really nice job. They did a nice job, taking what was there. You see in the middle of the field, Tucker Fisk showing his athleticism, his sneaky athleticism.
He'll get you one catch.
That's it.
He'll get you the one catch per game.
Working down the seam, but they blocked their butts off, and that included Klotz, who did a nice job in the run game. And look, when you've got a versatile weapon like Scott Matlock, he's showing everything he can do in the preseason as well.
I'll tell you, it's funny when you're at camp and you see them all standing next to each other. You don't realize how much smaller Klotz is than everybody else, yet
he's a big dude. He's like 6'4", 260.
Yeah, and those guys are so huge that it just puts it into perspective how big the guys are in that room. When we return, get you the scene set, your starting lineups. We think at least just some players that we suppose are going to get out there and get some reps. With Shannon Farron will join us as well on the LA Chargers Football Network. Los Angeles Chargers football has a new home.
The Chargers broadcasts have moved to KFI AM 640.
This is a new era.
And after listening to the games on KFI AM 640, or sometimes AM 570 LA Sports, get more Chargers analysis and breakdown on the Petros and Money Show.
That's the best thing to do.
So open up the iHeartRadio app and make two presets. KFI AM 640 and AM 570 LA Sports.
Eric Dickerson here for my favorite spot in the desert, Spotlight 29.
When you're in the Coachella Valley, nobody brings you fun and excitement like Spotlight 29 Casino. They've added hundreds of new slots and 5 Treasures Baccarat exclusive to Spotlight 29.
And the best lineup of entertainers anywhere.
Go to Spotlight29.com for details.
Plus, the gaming age is now 18.
So get to the Coachella Valley.
Great shows, bright lights, and big winnings. Spotlight 29.
Coachella's best bet.
Avner Gatt, that's the guy you have to call if you're ever in a disaster type of situation. You know recovery's hard enough. Fighting your home insurance company should not be part of it. For over 20 years, Avner Gatt has helped Southern California homeowners navigate complex claims. Call Avner Gatt, 818-917-5256. That's 818-917-5256. You'll speak directly to Avner Gatt or a member of his family. Avner Gatt, your claim, our game. Visit avnergatt.com today.
You're listening to LA Chargers Countdown to Kickoff.
Who's got it better than us? Nobody!
On the LA Chargers Audio Network. Well, coming up on kickoff in about 8 minutes, so we're going to get this thing underway. Preseason Game 2 for the Chargers because of the Hall of Fame game last week. Preseason Game 1 for the Saints. Chargers in their blue top, powder blue top, white pant, powder blue sock combo with that white helmet. The Saints in their gold pant, white top combo. And feels like, DJ, between the preseason, I think we got Shannon with us as well. Shannon, you're down there on the field. Feel like every year we end up getting a Saints game, whether it's a joint practice, a preseason game. We, of course, went to New Orleans a couple of years ago for the preseason, and we just played them in the regular season last year, of course, with the Jake Hayner, Spencer Rattler deal that was going on. And here we are again with our friends from the Bayou.
And the Chargers have a say-so in who starts at quarterback for the Saints this year. It feels like that's an opportunity for the defense to dictate who trots out there for Kellen Moore week 1.
Shannon, you're down there on the field. You had a chance to see him warm up. Anyone with a little bounce in the step of Taylor Heineke? He's going to get the start today. Of course, Trey Lance coming off a heck of a game in the Hall of Fame game. What'd you see from our quarterbacks?
Yeah, I mean, it was awesome to see Taylor Heineke out here, going to get the start here tonight. Trey Lance put together quite the performance in Canton, Ohio. Looked like more than a serviceable backup. I'm excited to see Raheem Sanders out here at running back today, guys. I mean, anytime you got a guy with a nickname, the Rocket. He did not play last week, but he's looking to make a move on the depth chart today with more touches after Jarrett Patterson went out midweek and Thursday with an injury.
That's a great point, Shannon. And DJ, I brought him up last week, and you were like, I don't think he's playing. He's kind of been in and out of the lineup, but he's been at training camp, at practices all week long. And Shannon, you mentioned the nickname Rocket, and then you look down and you're like, oh yeah, and he's 6 foot, 235 pounds.
Yeah, met him in the elevator last week, and it was like, gosh, he's a little bit bigger even than I thought after watching him on tape, but someone who runs extremely hard. And let's just take a minute here, Money, to realize how important and a good spot you're in when we're trying to fight for who's going to be the 5th receiver or the 3rd running back, getting ready to take the field against a team who's trying to figure out who the heck their starting quarterback is going to be week 1.
Yeah, and at running back, we brought this up last week, and nothing has changed this week. We're still seeing Najee Harris walk around the field with a helmet on. And you're talking about Naheem Hines-Miller last week, who I thought put together, right? So, I mean, he's a much smaller guy, doesn't fit that same profile as Amarian Hampton and Rocket Sanders and Najee Harris, but I mean, that's a guy that could find a really interesting role on this team.
Yeah, we talk about substitutes and complements. He is a perfect complement to what you have in Hampton. So I like him finding a role on this team, and then there's some special teams value with him as well.
And Shannon, we're all the way upstairs on the 7th level. You're down there on the field. It's not that I expected him to hop the elevator and come up and say hi to us, but did you have an interaction with our old friend Brandon Staley or Kellen Moore, the old OC of the Chargers a couple years ago, and of course Staley, the head coach?
I did not have any interaction with Brandon Staley, but one of our old friends I have seen and talked to is Keenan Allen. And it's great to see Keenan Allen out here coming out of the tunnel to applause. But keeping him aside, he's a great story. Another guy who has a chance to make a great story today, Keandre Lambert-Smith. I mean, when you saw what he was able to do at receiver last week in Canton, it was impressive. He 43 yards, touchdown. He could work his way into more playing time, maybe even above Trey Harris. He's got the physical tools at 6'1", 190. He's got that speed. And I was talking to coaches down here. They love his ability to generate mismatches and be that perimeter target for Justin Herbert moving forward.
Yeah, that's a great point, Shannon. And we had him on Chargers Weekly during the week. If you want to check that out, it's up on YouTube. And he talked about how, I love playing outside. He goes, but really, I feel like the slot is where I could do most of my damage. So he said, I put my name on my route running. And he goes, you can do that in the slot, but wherever they put him, he said he's happy to play. And we're going to have some nickname issues with him. So we'll get to that next on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Los Angeles Chargers football has a new home.
The Chargers broadcast have moved to KFI AM 640.
This is a new era.
And after listening to the games on KFI AM 640,
Or sometimes AM 570 LA Sports.
get more Chargers analysis and breakdown on the Petros and Money Show.
That's the best thing to do.
So open up the iHeartRadio app and make 2 presets. KFI AM 640 and AM 570 LA Sports.
California. It's time to reimagine not only what we recycle, but how we recycle it. Putting food scraps in your green bin and taking California Redemption Value beverage containers to a recycling site to get your cash back are just 2 of the small steps you can take today for a greener tomorrow. This is how we're reimagining recycling California. And it all starts right here. To learn more, visit recyclingreimaginedca.com.
Want to go to college this fall? Don't let money hold you back. To be eligible for a Cal Grant and to get the most financial aid available, fill out your FAFSA or CATA by September 2nd. If you already submitted your FAFSA but only listed 4-year colleges, that's okay. Just update your application to include the community college of your choice. Keep your college dreams alive and enroll now at ICanGoToCollege.com.
The 2025 Ford F-150, California's best-selling truck brand.
Now is the time to get into that Ford you've been eyeing with Ford's summer sales event. Go see your local Southern California Ford dealers and get the hottest deals with 0 payments for up to 90 days on select Ford vehicles.
From the F-150 or F-150 electric to the Mustang Mach-E, whatever model you've been looking at is ready for you.
Plus, get a complimentary maintenance plan for 24 months. Go to buyfordnow.com for details. This is the flagship of the LA Chargers audio network. KFI KOST HD2 Los Angeles, an iHeart radio station.
Bunch formation to the right. Now McConkey goes in motion right to left.
This is Los Angeles Chargers football.
Running to his right, looking, throwing to the end zone.
All the way live when it's go time. This the moment we've been waiting on our whole lives.
Touchdown, Chargers!
Stopping out the tunnel with them Hall of Fame vibes.
Welcome
The LA Chargers.
to LA Chargers football.
We going up, we going live.
Right here on the Los Angeles Chargers audio network.
It's go time.
It's Justin Herbert time.
It's go time. Let's go.
And now,
Let's go.
alongside Daniel Jeremiah,
Chargers radio analyst.
your voice of the LA Chargers, Matt Money Smith.
Well, getting ready as they clear the field for the coin toss. Waiting for our captain, see who Coach Harbaugh has tabbed for this one today. And see the Saints lined up again in their white top, gold pant combo. Chargers powder blue top, white pant combo. Beautiful rendition of the national anthem just a moment ago when we were in break.
He earned a regular season shot after that one.
Right? Like that he's coming back.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We got Jamari Sawyer, who's starting at left tackle today. Kamani Vidal. Looks like... Is that Troy Dye? No, that is Caleb Murphy out there.
Jasir Taylor.
Yeah, Ja Taylor out there. All exchanging handshakes is Craig Rolstad, our referee here today. Going to get our coin toss going. Chargers got an extra preseason game with the Hall of Fame game, so they'll play the Saints this week in a road game. I'm using the air quotes with the Rams. Finish it up in San Francisco with the 49ers.
Captain. I have an NFL coin. The NFL shield is heads. The red, white, and blue side is tails. New Orleans, you are the visiting team. What is your call? Tails. Called tails. It is heads. You won the toss. You'd like to receive. Which way do you want to kick?
Well,
Los Angeles will receive to start the ball game. Good luck, Captain.
that was the last guy to figure out who was out there was Tyler Conklin. He's on offense. He's like, I'm dressed. It's hot. Let me get a couple reps in.
Get
and then
the
let
heck
me
outta here.
get back into the locker room, change into some civvies, and get out of this outfit.
I don't like winning the toss in the preseason, but I just figured the law of averages, you'd rather save all those bullets for the regular season.
And they won it last week as well. Deferred this week, remember, and then they forced the fumble on the kickoff. Today they win. Taylor Heineke, by the way, did not play last week. It was all Trey Lance and a tiny bit of DJ Uiagalelei. So today, according to Coach Harbaugh a little bit earlier in one of his pressers, said that 1 to 2 drives from Taylor, followed by the bulk of the work from Trey, and then a little bit of DJ at the end.
Yeah, I like the idea of seeing a lot of Trey Lance. You know, he's someone who has the ability, obviously he was a top 5 pick. He just needs to play football. So they're going to give him, with the extra preseason game included, a lot of reps here in the preseason.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, you look at the guaranteed money, and that's something to always pay attention to when it comes to roster spots, and you got Trey Lance with a little bit more than Taylor Heineke. So I think you can make the case that is a wide-open backup quarterback spot. And remember, last year they carried 3. Try to figure out whether or not they're going to do that again. Back there to receive, it's Naheem Miller-Hines. And looks like Hassan Haskins. Yeah, Bob? And Hassan Haskins.
Boy, the double numbers, not fun.
Right? Especially on special teams. Blake Grupe, kick it off. Probably the smallest player in the NFL.
Well, the football comes up to his knee.
Yeah.
Is that why you're saying that?
Yeah. I'm going to say probably at 5'7", 150 pounds. He's in the conversation. Kicking left to right from where we sit, and we are underway. The kick is off, and it is fielded by Miller-Hines. 10, 15, middle of the field, 20. He's got a lane, 25. There's Miller Hines past the 35 to right around the 36-yard line. That is a return of 33 yards. Back downstairs to Shannon Farron.
Nothing says we're back like Jim Harbaugh strutting a street cred through the tailgates of Thunder Alley, guys, and that's how the day began. First season took us to the playoffs last season. Another preseason game brings another opportunity for guys down here hoping to make the team. Chances not many. In fact, the practice between the Chargers and the Rams canceled this week to get these guys healthy.
Yeah, unfortunate. Those joint practices go, they say, perhaps farther than the preseason games do. Here's Heineke in the shotgun, and it is a handoff to get us started. Push the pile forward to about the 39.5-yard line, tackled by Brian Brzee for a gain of 3, and that was Kamani Vidal who got the start. Had a nice game last week.
He runs hard. When contact occurs, it's not over for him. He was able to plow his way into the end zone, showing you that lower leg strength and drive.
Andre James signed away from the Raiders in the offseason as your starting center. And get you the rest of the O-line in a moment as Gadsden goes in motion. Maybe a free play here. No flag, though, for offsides. Heineke under duress. Yes, there is a flag. So free play, throwing downfield through the hands of Conklin. But that's going to be a free 5, I would imagine.
Nice job of Heineke of buying some time. Let that develop.
Offside. Defense. Number 98. It's a 5-yard penalty. Replay. Second down.
That's Chris Rumpf, old friend alert, with the offside. So you get the free 5 there. I mentioned the rest of the offensive line. Andre James at the center spot. Your two guards, Zion Johnson and Carson Barnhart. Your tackles, Jamari Sawyer and Corey Stewart. Stewart played 64 snaps last week. That is 12 more than any other player, and played pretty well at that right tackle spot.
I got the heavy personnel out there right now.
And you got Tucker Fisk in motion, right to left. There's a handoff. Bouncing outside is Vidal, and Vidal's got a lane all the way into plus territory to the 47-yard line for a gain of 9. And that's a first down. Mark at 1, DJ.
Technically 22 personnel if you're counting Matlock as the fullback, but with him the size of a tackle, and you've got those two other monster tight ends out there. People ask what happens with Rashawn Slater not being in the mix. To me, I think you see a lot more of this 2-3 tight end stuff from the Chargers.
I think we'll call it, I don't know, we got to come up with something, 11X, something along those lines, 13, or, we'll figure it out. Vidal now all alone in the backfield. Matlock to his left, just outside the tackle. Now he goes in motion, left to right. Play action for Heineke, looking downfield. Layers a throw, and again, a little too far for Conklin. Conklin does not drop passes, and both of those have sailed way too high for him to haul in from Heineke. He's been open.
You had a little bit of a scissors concept. You had Conklin on the corner, and you had Lambert Smith going to the post. I thought if he could have just held it for a count, might have had a touchdown to Lambert Smith on the post.
I mentioned Conklin. Last year, talking about 51 receptions on 72 targets and 1 drop. Offset eye on a 2nd and 10. And here's a handoff. This time Haskins weaves his way through the center of the line to the 42 for a gain of 5. Danny Stutzman with the tackle for the Saints. It'll bring up a 3rd and 5. Kind of in that 4-down territory as the ball is placed on the left hash, 42-yard line.
Got my eyes on 86 here.
I got my eyes on 35, who just came in as well, but not necessarily someone that's coming in to catch the ball. 86, you mentioned the rookie Arambe Gadsden, drafted out of Syracuse in the 5th round. He's lined up to Heineke's left, along with Trey Harris. Haskins in his right pocket, Heineke in the shotgun. Takes the snap, looking left, still looking left. Now center of the field and swatted away. Should have been probably caught by Keandre Lambert-Smith as he slaps his hands. It was broken up by Rayshawn Isaac Yadam. And looks like, how about going to punt this one away with J.K. Scott on a 4th and 5 from the Saints 42.
They just didn't catch it cleanly. The ball ended up getting raked out, but I think if he's able to get his hands out, snatch it strongly, he would have secured it. Just didn't get that clean catch.
Saints got Dante Pettis back to receive the J.K. Scott punt. And this is an end-over-end kick. Fair catch signaled for at the 10, and it'll be the 9-yard line, a 33-yard punt. No return. J.K. backed him up. They flipped the field. Defense coming out when we return in this 0-0 game on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Los Angeles Chargers football has a new home.
The Chargers broadcast have moved to KFI AM 640.
This is a new era.
And after listening to the games on KFI AM 640,
Or sometimes AM 570 LA Sports.
get more Chargers analysis and breakdown on the Petros and Money Show.
That's the best thing to do.
So open up the iHeartRadio app and make 2 presets. KFI AM 640 and AM 570 LA Sports.
This summer at the Peterson Automotive Museum, relive the coolest cars of the 80s and 90s. See movie legends, race like a pro in our simulators, and dive into arcade nostalgia. Over 400 rare and iconic vehicles, all in one place. Tickets at peterson.org. That's PETERSEN.org.
Santa Monica College, the #1 college in transfers for 34 years in a row. Looking for a great job or boost to a top 4-year university? SMC is the perfect place to get you there. Enroll for their fall semester at smc.edu. That's smc.edu.
Like our championship-winning boys in blue, your Southern California Chevy dealers have star talent at every position. Leading off, the #1 selling full-size pickup in Southern California, Chevy Silverado, with 9 unique trims to choose from, including ZR2, designed for maximum off-road performance and capability. With features like an off-road cut front bumper and 2-inch factory lift, no roads are no problem. Looking for a bold and sporty high-performance pickup? That's RST. From its aggressive style to its responsive feel, it's an energizing presence that really stands out. And for the ultimate combination of luxury and capability, there's High Country, offering premium leather seating and a 5.3-liter V8 engine, so you're both comfortable and in command. Stop by and drive one home today, or shop now at SoCalChevy.com. Based on S&P Global Mobility new retail registrations using large pickup segmentation. Call 844-55-CHEVY or see dealer for details.
You're listening to LA Chargers football.
Kick is good!
Right here on the home of the LA Chargers Audio Network.
Now defense out on the field, 0-0. First offensive possession resulted in a punt for the Bolts. And familiar sight, we got Deshaun Hand, Naquan Jones, Tito Abonia, your interior defensive linemen. Your edges are Tremont Morris-Brash and Caleb Murphy. Murphy had a really nice game in Canton. Your linebackers, Troy Dye and Marlo Wax. Starting corners, St. Just and Tarheeb Still. Safeties, the rookie Mickens and the vet, Jefferson. Spencer Rattler gets the start for the Saints, immediately looking to pass. And pocket breaks down, throws underneath, though, and finds a window for a 10-yard gain to let's see who that was.
Keandre Miller.
There. Is that who that was? Yeah. Keandre Miller, the third-year player out of TCU, one of Q and Darius Davis's teammates. Caleb Murphy with the tackle. It's a gain of 9. It'll be a 2nd and 1.
Am I out of line for saying this is the most consequential preseason action for any team? Week 1 is the Saints' offense right now?
Right.
They don't have a quarterback
yet.
No,
I mean, it's Rattler, it's Hayner. They're all guys that were drafted in the first few rounds. Hand off to Miller again, and this time he's got the edge. He is undercut by Tarheeb Still, and he is not going to get there, probably lose a yard, so it'll bring up a 3rd and 2. Tarheeb did not play last week, so immediately making his presence felt here.
Yeah, quick read. Reads the run, beats the block of the receiver, Brandon Cooks. I mean, that's a starter. Beats the block and makes an unbelievable low tackle. Ran right through him. Who do we have down?
Oh, Will Clapp.
Yeah. Old friend.
Exactly right. He was down on one knee and hobbling off, being helped.
This is their starting offensive line, their starting receivers. This is their whole group, minus Alvin Kamara.
Who was dressed a little bit earlier. I mean, Brandon Cooks is out there in his 12th season.
They got the first-round pick, Kelvin Banks, their new left tackle. Sawaga, their first-round pick from the previous year at right tackle.
I was doing Saints radio a little earlier. Chargers and the Saints are the only 2 teams with 4 first-round picks in their starting offensive line, obviously before Slater went down. And here we go. Rattler to throw. Wide open. That is a blown assignment on the left side. St. Just vacated the area, and that was an easy completion all the way out to the 39-yard line for 20 yards to Cedric Wilson.
That could have been a touchdown if he gets it out there right away and gets it on the upfield shoulder. There's nobody there. That's just a complete coverage bust, and I don't know how you could point at anybody other than St. Just on that one.
Did not play last week, out there today. So from a 3rd and 2 to a 1st and 10, sniff in midfield. Cook's in motion, right to left. Rattler to throw. And now he's climbing the pocket, escapes, and he's going to pick up some yards to the 45-yard line. I think that was Hand that got a hand on him.
Yeah, Hand was able to try and tug and pull his jersey and just slipped out of his grasp.
Gain of 6. Marlo Wax makes the tackle.
It was a good rush by Hand. He got some pure power, took Trevor Penning and walked him right back.
One of those first-round picks we were talking about. So Saints, at the very least, going to flip the field after starting this drive at their 9. Now a 2nd and 4. Handoff, Miller, and Ja Taylor there, but not before Miller can fall forward right to midfield for a first down, a gain of 5. Caleb Murphy in on the tackle as well.
The Saints getting a little push here in the run game. Tar Heel still not afraid to get in the mix as a tackler.
A little exchange of personnel now up front. Rattler in the shotgun, Miller to his left. Play action. Hit as he throws, and that is way out of bounds. And that was Hand.
He drilled him.
Absolutely, right in the solar plexus. And that ball sailed out of bounds. Normally you see a quarterback get hit and it comes up short, could be intercepted.
That was an easy win. I mean, he won right off the snap and penetration and buried his helmet right in the chest.
Now that may be it for Hand. He had 6 snaps last week, flexed his power, and he is now off in as the rookie Jamari Caldwell in his place. Also had a really nice game last week. And there's the handoff to Miller, looking for room and nowhere to go. That was hitting, right?
That was Marlo Wax. He's getting a lot of playtime right from the jump today.
Yeah, he's playing that off-ball linebacker spot, the rookie out of Syracuse. Had 20 snaps last week and 2 tackles.
He's getting an opportunity tonight, or this afternoon. He's quick to see it. He kind of just sorts through the trash and made a real nice, firm tackle.
All-name team, too.
It's a great name.
2 receivers each side. Miller in the backfield. Chargers showing blitz. And they bring it. And it's a quick out to Johnson. And he is going to be short. R.J. Mickens, the rookie, with the tackle after a 6-yard game. We got a flag on the field. Looks like it is holding against the Saints. See if they want to back him up. Make it
another rep.
3rd and 20.
Take him back, get another valuable rep with these young defensive players working against the starting unit.
Offense, number 68. It's a 10-yard penalty, replay, 3rd down.
Torricelli Simpkins. With a hold there for the Saints, so they'll back him up, make it 3rd and 20. Like you said, DJ, get another rep. They brought 5 on that one. See if they want to do it again here. You got Garmin Randolph, the undrafted free agent rookie out of Baylor, next to Jamari Caldwell. And they'll rush just 4. And Rattler's got to climb the pocket, throws downfield, caught, but well shy of the first down marker. It's a gain of 10, back to the original line of scrimmage.
Boygby had a nice rush. He's got some initial pressure and forced that movement. It's a nice throw from Rattler, get what you can get, but the Chargers' interior rush, kind of a nice story on this first drive.
And we didn't have a Boygby last week. He was kind of dealing with something the last couple of weeks. He's had a couple days of really nice training camp practices, so good to see it apply here in the game. Punting this away is James Burnett. Naheem Miller-Hines to return. Fair catch signaled for at the 11, and he muffed it, and it's Saints ball. Muffed it, Saints ball at the 17. Trayton Welch falls on, and that's a tough one for Hines. One of the great kick and punt returners in this league before his injuries.
Tried to sneak a look.
Just right through. I mean, imagine making a hoop with your hands for your kid to throw some socks through it. And that thing just went right through. Never touched his hands.
Usually when you call for a fair catch, there's no need to look for traffic.
Yeah.
Just keep your eyes on it and get it in.
I don't think the sun would have been an issue.
I just was looking out over the booth to see if there was anything. I don't see it.
So right back out there, see if they can hold him to a field goal attempt. Velus Jones in the backfield now in motion. Handoff to Miller. Outside the outstretched arms of Troy Dye, and he's able to spin his way inside the 10 to the 9-yard line for a gain of about 8.
In the preseason, you want as many situations as you can get, and sudden change is one of those.
Yeah.
So you go right back out there onto the field.
And how about Matlock jogging onto the field? Last week on defense had 17 snaps. On offense, 16, and of course he plays special teams as well. Murphy and Morris Brash are your edges. Rattler, handoff again. And Miller will push the pile forward to a goal-to-go situation at the 5. Let's pick up a 4.
That was Morris Brash with the initial tackle. He's got a chance to be an excellent special teams player. Just with his athleticism, his profile coming out of college. That's a lot of teams looked at him that way.
Well, here we go. Goal to go. Chargers last season first in the red zone. TD percentage, just 45% of trips resulted in 6. They carry that over here today. And here we go. It's Jones on the sweep, trying to get the corner, nowhere to go, and he is wrapped up at the 6. The rookie Mickens was the one who tracked him down first.
That's his calling card. He is an outstanding tackler. That's the second week in a row. It hasn't changed from Clemson to the NFL. You saw it in the Hall of Fame game last week. Again, open field, wraps him up, textbook.
Waited for the help to come from Morris Brash, and now goal to go from the 6 after the loss of 1. He had a beautiful form tackle last week. And that a nice play, working his way, like you said, through the wash to get there. Shotgun snap, looking to pass, looking left, now going through his progressions and rolling to his right is Rattler. Nowhere to go. Rattler going to run, and he'll just run out of bounds. No gain. Matlock in pursuit. 3rd and goal from the 6-yard line.
They ran a little mesh concept there, tried to see if they could pick some of these Charger defenders off. They did a nice job of staying plastered in coverage. There's nowhere to go with that football.
Rattler 3 of 4 for 40 yards right now.
Morris Brash did a nice job in coverage.
So they break huddle. Got a bunch formation to the right. All alone to the left is Mason Tipton. Miller in the backfield with Rattler. In the shotgun from the right hash. Takes the handoff. Here comes Matlock. Rattler's got a lane, and he's going to tuck it and run, and he's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line by Ja Taylor.
I think they're going to go for this.
It's a gain of 4. Good job by the coverage unit, though, taking all the passing lanes away. And Matlock, by the way, right off the jump there, DJ.
Yeah, he just whipped Hergel.
So here we go, 4th and goal from just outside the 1-yard line. She got Miller in the backfield, Rattler in the shotgun. Tight end in motion. It's a handoff, and it goes nowhere. Handoff to Miller is a loss of 2 as Troy Dye made so many big plays last year.
That was Matlock as well. I think they doubled up on that one. Nicely done.
So they stop the goal-to-go situation from the 5 on 4 consecutive downs. It'll be Charger ball when we return 0-0 here in the first on the LA Chargers Football Network.
California. It's time to reimagine not only what we recycle, but how we recycle it. Putting food scraps in your green bin and taking California Redemption Value beverage containers to a recycling site to get your cash back are just 2 of the small steps you can take today for a greener tomorrow. This is how we're reimagining recycling, California. And it all starts right here. To learn more, visit recyclingreimaginedca.com.
Picture this, a seamlessly managed print environment that saves you time, money, and headaches. With Toshiba's Encompass Managed Print Services, our team of experts will optimize your print productivity so you can focus on what matters. So, whether it's boosting your bottom line, saving precious IT resources, or better management of your printers, Toshiba's Encompass Managed Print Services has your back. Visit our website at business.toshiba.com to learn more. Toshiba, we're the managed print experts.
Hi, I'm Kike Hernandez. Winning a world championship is incredible, but nothing beats being a dad to my 4-year-old daughter, Penelope. Making sure she has a strong, healthy start means being present, playing, and staying patient, even when it feels challenging. First 5 California is my go-to for tips and supporting her growth and well-being, so she can thrive no matter what challenges come her way. Learn more at first5california.com.
Hey Bolt fam, level up your next Chargers game with Vivid Seats. They've got the seats you want and the deals you deserve. Plus, they're the only ticket company that rewards you for buying. As a proud partner of the LA Chargers, they offer premium experience packages that include your own private perch suite, all-inclusive food and beverages, premium parking, plus a chance to meet your favorite Chargers legends. Catch all the games, all backed by a 100% buyer guarantee. Just download the app to order and earn rewards. Vivid Seats. Experience it live.
Looking, throwing to the end zone.
You're listening to LA Chargers football.
Caught, touchdown, Chargers!
Right here on the home of the LA Chargers Audio Network.
Now the Saints there with 14 total plays. You include the muff punt. They control the ball for 7 minutes and 46 seconds, but get 0 points out of it thanks to inspired play by the defense on that goal-to-go situation. And now the offense takes over from the 4. Heineke comes back out. Vidal stays in the backfield. Keandre Lambert-Smith out to his left as Tucker Fisk goes in motion. And it's a handoff to Vidal. Vidal looking to bounce it, and he'll be able to dive forward out to the 8-yard line. Shannon, what do we got?
Yeah, this was not a preseason sideline moments ago. Who needs smelling salts when you can make a stop like that on 4th and goal? Jesse Minter leading the rush down here. He talked about the cornerback rotation, guys, kind of being up for grabs here in L.A. Tarheeb still with some action on that drive. Promising rookie year last year. He's hoping to make a big difference this game to kind of cement his role in that room.
Thank you, Shannon. Shannon alluding to the smelling salts. We'll get to that in a moment. Out into the flat and way off the mark for Kamani Vidal. So it'll be a 3rd and 6. NFL banned smelling salts, and then they walked it back a little bit and said, you got to bring your own. Team can no longer provide. Did you ever do the ammonia smelling salt there, DJ, back in the day?
I did not. If I was hurt well enough to need it, I didn't want it.
Right. I used to just do it for fun around the house.
Got to mow the lawn. Oh, yeah. Hey.
That and airplane model glue. Mix them together, see what happens. Here we go, emptied out for Heineke. 3 to his left, 2 to his right. And they bring 4. Heineke tapped at the line of scrimmage, incomplete. So 3 and out.
Might be it for him, too.
Yeah, that was Jalen Ford. At least they gave J.K. Scott a little bit of room to get this thing out of the end zone. And I'd say so far, as far as Heineke's concerned, DJ had 2 off the mark to Conklin, who was open, 1 high, 1 well out of reach, and that one to the flat to Vidal, just nowhere near him.
See if that's it, if it's Trey Lance's turn coming up.
Dante Pettis, how about returning the favor here on this punt? He's lined up at the Saints 42. And J.K., it's a lot of leg into this one, backs him all the way up to the 35, returnable. And it is not. Beautiful coverage there. Got to figure out which 38 this is because we got 2 of them. It's either Dalevon Campbell or Emily Johnson. It's one of the 2. But great coverage. A 56-yard punt and just a 2-yard return. We'll be back with the Chargers on defense in a 0-0 game. 3:55 to go in the first on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to GoodRx.com/GLP. That's GoodRx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like to check the GPS directions first, before driving to the mall.
Turn right at the light. In 1,000 miles, you will reach Montreal.
Not Montreal, the mall.
Recalculating. 6,000 miles to Nepal.
No, the mall.
Checking first is smart.
Recalculating.
So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Car accident? Dog bite? Slip and fall? Wilshire Law Firm is here to fight for the justice and compensation you deserve. We're the official personal injury law firm partner of the Los Angeles Chargers, and we've recovered more top personal injury settlements than any other law firm in California. Over $2 billion recovered. No fees unless you win your case. Bolt up and get our powerhouse team on your side. Call 1-800-800-3333 for our free consultation. Again, that's 1-800-800-3333.
Hi, it's Tim Cates. I've been so lucky to have spoken with dozens of the country's top coaches on my Masters in Coaching podcast. You know what they all have in common? They've all gotten their Masters in Coaching from Concordia University, Irvine. Coaches, transform your sports program, your career, and get to the next level. Apply for the fall term at Concordia University, Irvine. Classes start on Monday, August 18th, but I wouldn't wait. Every new student gets $1,000 off. Go to cui.edu/coaching, cui.edu/coaching.
This is your home. This is your home of the Bolts on the LA Chargers Audio Network.
Touchdown Chargers! Back here at SoFi Stadium, zeros toward the end of the first quarter. You can win with Wilshire Law Firm, the official personal injury attorneys of the Chargers. Find them at wilshirelaw.com/Chargers and pay nothing until you win. Rattler starts this series as well. In the backfield, though, it is no longer Miller. Instead, it's Cam Akers. He takes the handoff. Longtime Ram. Wrapped up and dropped just past the 40-yard line, 41-yard line for a gain of 3.
Looked like the Saints they did move a little bit of their offensive line around, so looks like Fuaga is no longer out there. Still got their left side intact with Kelvin Banks and Penning.
Got to change a number for Cam Akers. It was 38. He's decided to wear 26. Stays in the game to the right of Rattler. Play action. Rattler to throw. Middle of the field. Pops off the hands and nearly intercepted by Williamson. It was intended for Jack Stoll, the fifth-year tight end out of Nebraska. Mickens there with the hit.
Yeah, that ball was behind him. Should have still been caught, but man, that was almost Johnny on the spot for Williamson. Did a nice job last week in the game.
I had that punch out on the opening kickoff. He's still back there with the rookie Mickens.
Let's see who can win with a rush.
Well, we got Randolph on one edge. Got Hinton in the middle of that line. And now we got a timeout by Coach Harbaugh on this 3rd and 7. First of 3. A reminder, sorry DJ, Charger fans, bolt up. Catch all the action this season live and in person with Vivid Seats, proud partner of the LA Chargers and the only ticket company that rewards you for buying. Download the app today. What'd you have there?
These are great one-on-one pass rush opportunities here. So just keep an eye. You got a good number of starters out there for the Saints who can win one-on-one. I'll tell you what, Boygby looks leaner and quicker.
That's
to me.
Kind of the word's been. And we got Guidry out there who played 28 snaps, all from the edge position last week. And it's the other rookie, Garmin Randolph out of Baylor. He is a tall drink of water on your edges. 3 receivers left, just the tight end to the right. Rattler in the shotgun with Akers to his right. Looking left, still looking left. Here it comes and lets it fly to the 45, well short. And a nice form tackle by Triquez Bridges to limit it to a 4-yard gain, and they'll have to punt.
Yeah, they ran a little game, a little blitz there. Were able to get some pressure, forcing that ball out early, and you mentioned it, Money. Just a real solid, firm tackle from Bridges. He was flying around last week. Sometimes he kind of it was a little bit of a ping pong situation as a tackler, but he is not scared.
All right, well, Naheem Miller-Hines back there to return the punt and see if he can get a nice redemption. How about a return? Big return here, as this one is directional toward the left sideline. Fair catch signal for again, and this time he's going to field it at the 15. There is a flag down at the line of scrimmage, though, and that was a 4th and 3. So a minor infraction could result in a first down if it was an offside. See what Craig Rolstad has here. Because it is right at the line of scrimmage. Offense not yet trotting onto the field for the Chargers.
Looks like Trey Lance is warming up.
Yep. Picking up the
There's no foul on the play for holding. TV timeout.
All right. So we'll take it with them. 0-0, 2:28 to go in the first on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Los Angeles Chargers football has a new home.
The Chargers broadcasts have moved to KFI AM 640.
This is a new era. And after listening to the games on KFI AM 640,
or sometimes AM 570 LA Sports.
Get more Chargers analysis and breakdown on the Petros and Money Show.
That's the best thing to do.
So open up the iHeartRadio app and make 2 presets. KFI AM 640 and AM 570 LA Sports.
Eric Dickerson here for my favorite spot in the desert, Spotlight 29.
When you're in the Coachella Valley, nobody brings you fun and excitement like Spotlight 29 Casino. They've added hundreds of new slots and 5 treasures baccarat exclusive to Spotlight 29.
And the best lineup of entertainers anywhere.
Go to Spotlight29.com for details.
Plus, the gaming age is now 18.
So get to the Coachella Valley.
Great shows, bright lights, and big winnings. Spotlight 29.
Coachella's best bet.
The legacy continues. The all-new 2025 Toyota 4Runner is here. Conquer any terrain with its available 4-wheel drive, confident ground clearance, up to an amazing 465 pound-feet of torque, and that iconic power rear window, it's here to stay. This is the new face of adventure, the all-new 4Runner, available now at your Toyota dealer. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
There's never been a better time to find the Toyota that's just right for you. At Toyota.com, you can explore our full lineup of vehicles, compare features side by side, search our available inventory, see our latest offers, find a dealer. You can even build, price, and accessorize your Toyota right online. So for your next Toyota car, truck, or SUV, just visit Toyota.com. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Back to more LA Chargers football.
Left sideline, 10-5. Flips into the end zone.
On the LA Chargers Audio Network.
That looks like Taylor Heineke going to get another series in the 2 drives thus far. Just a single first down, 8 plays, 21 yards. They've only had the ball for 3 minutes, 19 seconds. And Taylor Heineke has yet to find himself a completion. 0 for 4. I think it's fair to say they've been out there to make.
I think there's one you'd say Conklin like to have.
Yeah.
Outside of that, hasn't been real smooth or crisp.
Vidal's been running hard. And they keep it.
Return team number 56 during the kick. That penalty is half the distance from the goal. It'll be first down Los Angeles.
All right, so they threw the flag, they picked it up, and decided to throw it again. So they'll back them up half the distance instead of starting around the 12-yard line. They're set up at the 7. No pistol formation here with Haskins behind Heineke. The 2 rookies, Lambert Smith and Harris, to his left. Matlock to his left as well. There's a handoff to Haskins following his blockers and really nowhere to go. Gain of maybe a yard before Jonah Williams makes the tackle. So a 2nd and 9 with about 2 minutes left in the first here. Been a slow first quarter.
Even Zion a little extra work today. Still out there.
Yeah, Zion got the snaps at center and then was done. Playing left guard here today.
Now he's at center.
Oh, now he's at center.
He had been at left guard,
Yeah.
so they kicked him in.
Gadsden in motion, right to left. Heineke under center. Takes the snap to throw, and he's going to be dropped for a safety. Christian Boyd got into the end zone and dropped Heineke for a safety.
Looked like maybe Barnhart was the one who got beat there. He ended up on the ground.
Get a look at the replay here, DJ.
He just got walked right back, and then you also got pressure coming off of the other side.
Yeah, that was James who was playing guard, I think, right?
Yep, he got beat with quickness.
Well, inauspicious start for the Chargers offense. Not a whole lot going on considering how well it was working last week.
Yeah, it was both those guys got beat, James and Barnhart.
So Cam Dicker will come out and give it right back to the Saints, who lead 2-0. A little baseball score here today on Sunday.
I talked about you want some situations. Well, here's another one for you.
Exactly. Well, I think this is with the new rules, DJ, this is our first safety that we've seen.
Oh, with the new kick rules.
With the new kick rules, with the dynamic kickoff. So you don't have what we used to have.
It's so bizarre looking.
Right? I was trying to figure out what they were doing. They were going out to the 40. They're going to get a look to see whether or not he was down already before he was in the end zone. I thought it was
pretty clear, it looked like.
Yeah, I guess if you just rule forward progress, did they throw him back into the end zone? And then when he was wrapped up, was he outside?
We got a great look at it here.
Perfect view here.
When he's first contacted, he's
out of the end zone, yeah.
Yeah, he is not in the end zone when he's first contacted, so
that'll be.
I think that'll come back.
Yeah. It'll be third and about, 19?
Yeah, he's
well out of the end zone.
That's going to come back. Actually, a really smart play by Boyd to pull him into the end zone after he got to him.
Now, again, we talk about the two guys that got beat. Carson Barnhart, in his first season out of Michigan, played 43 snaps last week, did not give up a single pressure. And in this one, gets victimized there. But Andre James, who remember played guard at UCLA, but has been a center for the last 5 years.
Yeah, he's the one who ended up giving up the actual sack. But it's never good when your two interior guys are that close to your quarterback.
No.
After review, when the quarterback was initially contacted, the ball was outside of the end zone. Therefore, it is not a safety. It'll be third down from the 1/2 yard line. Timer 1:49 on the game clock.
Now let's see if they can give J.K. Scott some breathing room here. Take the 2 off the board, 0-0. 1:51 to go in the first half. In the first quarter, I should say. And they've adjusted that to 1:49.
Just give your punter some breathing room here on this next play.
Can you get 7-8 yards?
Yeah. Take a little spot route here. Just hit a little nice, easy curl over the ball.
On a 3rd and 17 from their own end zone. Haskins next to Heineke on the left. Heineke to throw. And gets it to Haskins, and that's exactly what you wanted. Haskins gets out to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and gives J.K. Scott a little bit of room to work here.
Yeah, smart play.
I mean, protection held up on that one. He had all day to throw.
Not a crisp performance so far from the offense.
No, think back to last week, how entertaining the game was. Creating turnovers on defense.
I think also just Trey Lance's ability to run around and make some plays with his legs too.
J.K. gets this one high in the air.
That is pretty.
Right? Pushing all the way back to the 34-yard line. Returnable. Trying to get the corner is Pettis, and he cannot. Dropped at the 39. 58-yard punt. Just a 6-yard return. Kendall Williamson with the special teams tackle there.
Yeah, he's just finding ways to show up 2 weeks in a row.
Well, as we mentioned, he was on the practice squad last year. Ended up getting into 2 games and made 3 tackles. So here we go, right back at it, the Saints offense. Still 0-0, just 37 seconds left in the first. And it's Kendre Miller in the backfield again. Rattler stays at quarterback to throw, and it's a quick out into the flat for the tight end, and a beautiful tackle by the vet, Tony Jefferson, in his 11th season at the 40. That'll be a gain of just 1 on the completion to Jack Stoll, and that's going to potentially bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Tony just sees everything so fast. I mean, he's probably, if you were to line up all the DBs on both teams, I don't know how many he's going to be able to beat in a race, but his eyes give him a head start every single play.
And Rattler's going to walk to the sideline. So that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Zeros here at SoFi Stadium. Saints with a 2nd and 9 from their own 39 when we return on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Scoring your favorite LA Chargers gear has never been easier with 2 locations to choose from. The Equipment Room at SoFi Stadium and the Chargers Team Store located right there at 2144 East El Segundo Boulevard in the Chargers Commons Shopping Center. Open Thursday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Chargers Team Store is stocked with the latest limited edition merch drops, jerseys, headwear, sideline gear, and much more. To learn more, visit chargers.com/shop. Again, that's chargers.com/shop. At UCLA Health, discovery and innovation lead to the best care. Our doctors and nurses work tirelessly every day to bring you the best experience so you can live your best life. It's why we're consistently ranked as a top hospital nationwide for 35 consecutive years by U.S. News and World Report. Go to uclahealth.org to schedule an appointment today at one of our over 280 locations right here in Southern California. Once again, that's uclahealth.org.
If you owe the IRS or state, if you've received a levy or garnishment notice, the worst thing you can do is ignore it. The problem isn't going away, and the longer you put it off, the more penalties and interest keep piling up. So what should you do? Call a company that can help. The experts at Rush Tax Resolution know how to fight the IRS and win. Rush Tax is A+ rated with the BBB, and they've helped thousands of people put an end to their tax problems for good. And if you're a business owner and owe payroll taxes, did you know the IRS can shut you down and come after you personally? Rush Tax helps business owners stay in business. They've even been able to stop levies and garnishments the same day. Call 800-485-3021 now, and Rush Tax will tell you upfront and for free if they can help. And they only take cases they know they can help. 800-485-3021. 800-485-3021. 800-485-3021. Or rushtaxresolution.com.
You're listening to LA Chargers football.
Kick is good. Chargers offense has been stuck in park. 5 plays, 2 minutes, 30 seconds, 3 and out, 3 and out. They held the ball in that quarter for just 5 minutes, 10 seconds compared to 9:50 for the Saints, but we're still at 0. Defense has been awfully effective. Williamson and Jefferson, your safeties up high. Rattler stays in the game to start the second quarter. Looking to pass, looking middle of the field, and ball is out on the ground, scooped, and the Chargers have it. Caleb Murphy, Justin Aboigbe. Murphy flashed last week, and he does it again here today.
Yeah, I was looking at my notes from last week. It's just litters with stars on the sheet, and that time, an excellent upfield rush. It's that swipe move. He showed that same move last week as well. He's got a great feel for that. A little reminiscent of that Joey Bosa two-handed swipe. Yeah. And then not only able to get to the quarterback, use that right hand and just swat the ball away.
Also Joey Bosa-esque, right? All the strip sacks. It's not, don't get a sack, get a strip sack. I'll tell you, Murphy's been rotating in as that fourth edge behind Dupree, Mack, and Thule, and I feel like he's got a pretty firm grasp on it here through training camp and a preseason game and a quarter. Miller Hines in the backfield. Trey Lance now is your quarterback under center. Gets a pitch to Hines. Hines working that right corner, shuffles his feet, keeps the feet moving, and that's a nice second effort to get 6 yards. Let's go downstairs to Shannon Farron.
Yeah, guys, going to be talking to Keenan Allen in a little bit. His return to Los Angeles. He's been spending the time talking with Justin Herbert. Justin more chatty than you usually see him down here. He had his 2 angels. On one side was Ladd McConkey, on the other Keenan Allen. And you just wonder what they're talking about, you know? Are they talking about week 1, Kansas City, Brazil? Daniel, what did you talk about? I know it's very different, very separate, but on the sidelines of App State in an inconsequential game.
I was looking up at my soon-to-be wife asking where we were going to dinner after the game.
Lance throws low to Rondé Gadsden on that, incomplete on the crosser. We going to Applebee's? We going to Bennigan's? We going to Chili's?
That was a big, oh gosh. Mellow Mushroom was the big spot in Boone.
Okay.
Yeah, you were up there. You've been up there. Beautiful Boone, North Carolina.
Gorgeous. Walk the streets following a torrential rainstorm. 3rd and 5 here. Can they convert a third down? 0 for 3 so far. Lance missed the mark there, threw a little bit low. Vidal checks in, 3 receivers to the left. Now Trey Harris goes in motion, and he is on the inside spot of that trio. Saints Going to rush, and they rushed 5, and they were just waiting for Miller Hines. He picks up 2. Broughton with the tackle, and it looks like they're going to bring Cam Dicker on to attempt a field goal as the ball's placed at the 32-yard line. So probably end up being about a 50-yarder here. He missed a 53 last week in that swirling wind. So actually I have that wrong. It's going to be about a 45-yarder from the right hash. Cam Dicker, the league's most accurate kicker. And this one is fading, and then there's that Dicker draw. Looked like it was fading to the right. Instead, takes a hard left turn right through the uprights, and the Chargers get 3 off the turnover. Lead the Saints 3-0 after 3 plays, 7 yards, and 82 seconds on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Los Angeles Chargers football has a new home.
The Chargers broadcasts have moved to KFI AM 640.
This is a new era. And after listening to the games on KFI AM 640,
Or sometimes AM 570 LA Sports.
get more Chargers analysis and breakdown on the Petros and Money Show.
That's the best thing to do.
So open up the iHeartRadio app and make 2 presets. KFI AM 640 and AM 570 LA Sports.
Jan from Toyota here, with live coverage of end of summer fun at Toyota's National Sales Event, with my special guest, Eli Manning.
Thanks, Jan. Let's get into it.
Down by the lake for some fishing, we've got Eric in his Tundra. He throws his line, and he's going long!
Heck of a team effort there. That Tundra got him exactly where he needed to be.
Next up, here's Kyle, off-roading behind the wheel of a 4Runner.
Whoa, that 4Runner's got some serious moves on the field.
There's excitement in the stadium parking lot with the Davis family tailgating in their new Sequoia.
All eyes are on Dad manning the grill. He grabs some buns from the cargo area of the Sequoia and flips. And look at that! What a way to close this one out.
Sure was, Eli. Until next time, go Toyota!
See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary. Event ends September 2nd. Toyota, let's go places.
Let's be honest. Relationships shouldn't be this hard. It's time to say goodbye, grass, because you deserve better. Break up with your lawn and upgrade to a beautiful, low-maintenance, California-friendly garden. Go to BeWaterWise.com and start a new relationship that saves you water today. BeWaterWise.com.
1, 2, 3. You're listening to LA Chargers football.
The start of something special right here, man. Let's go.
All season long.
Right here on the home of the LA Chargers Audio Network.
3-0 Chargers on the turnover. Strip sack by Caleb Murphy, recovered by Justin Aboigbe. They get the 3 from Cameron Dicker. And we mentioned Dicker, 39 of 42 last year. In his career, 91 for 97. That is 93.8% conversion rate, the best in the history of the NFL. Under 50 yards, 75 of 76. And that was a 45-yarder.
How does the ball travel in Brazil? What do you think?
I'm going to get back to you on that one.
Okay.
Figure that one out.
What kind of elevation we got there?
It's different hemisphere, I don't know.
I just wanted to, maybe he's got a little something
extra.
extra.
Does it spin the other direction, like when it comes off your foot? Kicks this one away. And it's fielded by Kendre Miller. 20, 25, he's got a lane. 30, 35, all the way out to the 41-yard line before he is finally brought down, as we quickly take 10 seconds for our stations to ID themselves on the LA Chargers Football Network.
This is the flagship of the LA Chargers Audio Network. KFI KOST HD2 Los Angeles, an iHeart radio station.
Break and huddle. Kevin Austin, second season out of Notre Dame, played with Cam Hart there as one of your wide receivers. Cam Akers in the backfield. Rattler is your quarterback still. Got trips to the right.
Some communication
all alone to the left.
issues
Yeah,
here.
tipped in. And there's the handoff to Akers, looking to bounce. And instead filling that hole that I think was Hinton. Oh no. Kanai Mauga, perhaps.
USC.
Third season, former Raider. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8. First time we've mentioned Kanai's name. Do not think he played in that game last week.
No, I don't remember seeing him. It's a big Marlowe Wax game.
Right? From the shotgun, moving right to left, the Saints. And another handoff. And how about that arm of Chris Hinton? Kind of like a clothesline in a wrestling ring.
Just caught him.
Yeah, just caught Cam Akers, stopped him dead in his tracks for no gain.
It was like a clothesline. Just stuck his arm out. It was like
that was that.
Like the little track they send out there in those high-speed races to slow down a car. He was just that track. Just rolled it on the highway, and that car came to a screeching halt.
I like that. The spike strip.
It was a spike strip
the old
tackle.
Chris Hinton spike strip. Next to him is Naquan Jones. Your edges, Randolph and Guidry. Shannon, what do you got?
Well, and it is so nice to see your face out here.
Yeah. It's good to be back.
What did you miss most about California?
Ooh, obviously the weather. I say my family was still here while I was in Chicago, so being back with them is always great.
Pizza was good, though, yeah?
It was decent. I couldn't eat too much of it, though.
Yeah, you can eat like one piece.
Yeah, absolutely.
So a lot of 13s out here. There was a lot of 13s in the stands that you didn't see last season. I was talking to a guy behind us named Josh. He wore a vintage Keenan Allen jersey out here today. He said if he had one question for you, it would be what is it about your connection with Justin that had you come back to LA and not go to other places?
I think it's just two guys that love playing ball. I know what he's going to deliver. He knows what I'm going to deliver. And 9 times out of 10, we're on the same page, and we usually deliver together. So it's great.
When you guys are talking out here on the sideline, you and Justin, are you talking about things like, week 1, Kansas City, Brazil? Or are you talking about, like, what are you going to have for dinner tonight?
Yeah, it's more of a what are we going to have for dinner. A little bit of reminiscing on the old days. They don't understand how old or how long I've been in the league. Nick Hardwick's the coach now. So I was telling them, me and Nick Hardwick was on the same team. They couldn't believe it. So I was like, yeah, it's been a long time, bro.
Are you like unk status in that room?
One more time?
Unk status, are you uncle?
Yeah. 100% OG.
And then what do you see in that wide receiver room? You see Trey Harris, you say Keandre. Who are you excited about? What do you like about the room right now?
A lot of talent. I was saying these guys are well polished. They're probably the best group I've seen come in the league and be ready to play ball right now. Just watching them over the last couple of days, and I'm excited to see all of them play.
Who are you most excited to play in the AFC West?
The Chiefs.
You excited to get another bite of that?
Absolutely. Miss playing against them. Always good games. Always good competition. Their fans are always rowdy. It's always going to be a good game.
Awesome. Thank you, Keenan, and welcome back.
All right, thank you.
Guys.
Thank you, Shannon. It's great to hear Keenan. Beautiful play by Kendall Williamson, by the way.
Just makes plays,
tackle, man. Behind the line of scrimmage.
Look how quick he read it. Got out there, came to balance, and then made that wrap-up form tackle like he was roping a steer out there.
Loss of 4. Yeah, Dean Leonard out there now at corner. Along with Triquez Bridges. Bridges played all his snaps at corner. They were talking about moving him around a little bit, but everything was outside. And here's Rattler looking left, still looking left, throwing left, and oh, what a catch. Just talk about Triquez, and there's Bub Means.
He gambled a little bit on that one, tried to get underneath it, and the throw beat him.
And it was a 2nd and 14, and that's a 12-yard gain. He'll bring up a 3rd and 2. Certainly in field goal range for Groupie.
Yeah, that gamble only cost him a couple extra yards. He's able to get up and get a couple more yards, but tried to make a play underneath it instead of just playing the man.
Saints 2 of 5 on 3rd down. Turned it over once on a strip sack.
Got Matlock at the nose tackle right here.
And there's the handoff, and Akers going to pick up that 1st down. They needed 2. He gets 3. And churning some clock here. 9:45 to go in the first half. Chargers up 3-0. And defense been on the field for an awfully long time. 13 minutes to 6.5 for the Saints. Offense just not been able to sustain anything. 0 of 4 on 3rd downs and 29 net yards. Rattler. And we got whistles, flags, false starts. So that get them off schedule here. Back them up, make it a 1st and 15.
This feels more like a preseason game than last week.
Sure does.
73, 5-yard penalty, first down.
I mean, defense playing great. You got the goal line stand, you got the strip sack. But offense, again, just 14 plays, average yards per play 2.1, 1 passing yard, and a single first down. So this defense is going to need a breather here. Now Clyde Edwards-Helaire in the backfield. On a 1st and 15, Rattler drop, Caleb Murphy again. Have yourself a preseason, Caleb. Second sack of the game.
Forget making the team. He's going to earn some reps, man. That was an up and under move. He's already won on the high side with that swipe move last week and this week. This time it's more of a power. Gets right into his chest and comes underneath for the sack.
Took out Radens there.
That was impressive.
So now a 2nd and 16.
He might want to throw it back over there on his side.
Rattler to throw, pressure coming, lets it fly, and too wide. Left sideline out of bounds, flag on the play. And we got a false start again. See if they want the 3rd and 16 or the 2nd and 21. And going to decline it. See Jim Harbaugh giving the sign.
Illegal formation, offense, number 77, not on the line of scrimmage. That penalty is declined. The result of the play is 3rd down.
Well, that would be a residual of the Caleb Murphy sack, as Radens was the one that was victimized and trying to get that step back.
They also brought Pettis over there to chip him, and then, of course, the Chargers, being ahead of the curve, dropped him into coverage.
So they go empty for Rattler. 4 on the line of scrimmage for the Chargers. And now they're showing blitz. They back out, and they bring it. Rattler with a quick out. Oh, through the hands of Dante Pettis and nearly intercepted by Dean Leonard.
He saw the blitz coming, just a quick 3-step and a slant that was thrown behind Pettis. That would have been an unbelievable play by Leonard, but it was such a quick reaction. The ball got on him so fast.
So James Burnip out to punt it away. And how about this? We got a Luke Grimm sighting.
There we go.
Return the punt. Rookie out of Kansas, undrafted free agent. And this is a short punt. End over end. Grimm signals fair catch. Makes it at the 15-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt. So Trey Lance going to have some room to work here. See if this offense can get into gear and pick up a first down as they lead, I should say, the Saints 3-0 on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Los Angeles Chargers football has a new home.
The Chargers broadcast have moved to KFI AM 640.
This is a new era. And after listening to the games on KFI AM 640,
or sometimes AM 570 LA Sports.
Get more Chargers analysis and breakdown on the Petros and Money Show.
That's the best thing to do.
So open up the iHeartRadio app and make 2 presets. KFI AM 640 and AM 570 LA Sports.
If you owe the IRS or state, if you've received a levy or garnishment notice, the worst thing you can do is ignore it. The problem isn't going away, and the longer you put it off, the more penalties and interest keep piling up. So what should you do? Call a company that can help. The experts at Rush Tax Resolution know how to fight the IRS and win. Rush Tax is A+ rated with the BBB, and they've helped thousands of people put an end to their tax problems for good. And if you're a business owner and owe payroll taxes, did you know the IRS can shut you down and come after you personally? Rush Tax helps business owners stay in business. They've even been able to stop levies and garnishments the same day. Call 800-485-3021 now, and Rush Tax will tell you upfront and for free if they can help. And they only take cases they know they can help. 800-485-3021. 800-485-3021. 800-485-3021. Or rushtaxresolution.com.
Big announcement to make. I'm so pumped. I just got into the brand new fully electric Hyundai Ioniq 5. This got to be one of the coolest SUVs I've seen in my life and one of the most teched-out electric vehicles ever, which is what I'm all about. Premium features like Hyundai's digital key, Bose premium audio, and of course, ultra-fast charging capability. Let's go. And it looks so slick. You have no idea. Learn more about the Ioniq 5 at HyundaiUSA.com. Call 562-314-4603 for complete details.
You're listening to LA Chargers football.
I mean, this has just been a buffet of quarterbacks.
Right here on the home of the LA Chargers Audio Network.
8 minutes, 2 seconds left in the half. Trey Lance at quarterback now in place of Taylor Heineke. Had that last series as well. He's with Naheem Miller-Hines in the backfield. 2 receivers to the left. Trey Harris all alone to the right, and that's where he's looking. And it's a quick throw outside. Instead, it's Gadsden who ends up getting out there with the completion for 8, and they are moving with some tempo now.
That was a fun personnel group. I like seeing all these young guys out there together.
That's a nice route run by Gadsden. So now they'll huddle.
Nice throw, too, by Trey on that upfield shoulder so he could do something with it.
Yeah, can we get our second first down of the day? Miller-Hines in the backfield, in the shotgun. Strength of the line is right with Matlock and Fisk. All alone one-on-one is Keandre Lambert-Smith to the left. It's a handoff to Miller-Hines. He's going to get popped at the line, and here he goes. He bounced it to the 25 to the 30. Nice little shuffle around Rico Payton to pick up 9 yards and another first down.
He's fun to watch in the open field. I thought on that one, little zone read, he could have pulled it, but decided to give it, and then you talk about shaking somebody out of their shoes on the perimeter. Whew.
This little jump cut back inside.
Rico barely got a glove on him.
So there we go. Just the second first down of the game, and a little bit of breathing room here. Open it up from the 31 with a new set of downs. Keandre Lambert-Smith outside the numbers left, had a drop earlier on the first series today. And play action on a boot, rolling to his right. Here's Lance looking downfield. And I think he's going to lose a yard running out of bounds. Or maybe no gain. Fahil Diggs. Now he's going to lose 2. Just dump that thing off.
Not a lot of options of where to go. Just throw it away.
Yeah. So they'll mark it as a loss of 1, 2nd and 11. Gadsden checks back in. Got all the rookies out there. You mentioned, DJ, the Keandre Lambert-Smith. Gadsden and Harris go to the right. Keandre outside the numbers left.
Gadsden's got a lot of room here. Bottom of the slot.
Showing blitz. They rush 4. Botch snap. Lance just has to fall on it. Happened last week as well. Loss of 4. So now we got a 3rd and 15.
Snap looked fine. I think he just got his eyes in the wrong spot here.
Yeah, snap was fine.
His eyes were up. Just got to see the ball in. Again, that's part of just playing. Just needs to play.
0-4 on 3rd down. It's going to be a tough one, a 3rd and 15. Clock at 5 minutes, 30 seconds left in the half. 3-0 Chargers.
Hey, if they expand the defense, use your legs, Trey. Go get some yards with your legs.
I did not do that at all last week. Haven't seen it yet here today. Lance to throw, and now he's under pressure. He's going to be dropped. Now he's still up on his feet, and he's just going to throw it away, but I think he was down already. There is a flag down on the field, right sideline. See what that is. Chris Rump with the pressure.
It's going to
be on the defense.
That's going to be a first down.
Huge
3rd and 15.
Craig Rolstad, our referee, just trying to make sure he's got it right.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 36. That's a 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Maybe a little frustration there. Rico Payton, who got juked by Naheem Miller-Hines, commits the face mask penalty.
Oh, he earned it. That was a full face mask he got there.
Man, Lance took some shots after we let that ball go, too. So here we go, I formation. How about Rocket Sanders for the first time, the rookie out of South Carolina, 6 foot, 230 pounds behind Matlock. And there's the handoff. Sanders does not follow Matlock. Instead, goes to the opposite gap to the left, and he ends up picking 6 yards up.
See the little lean there. He's got that forward lean and going to make you tackle all of that mass he's bringing.
Nice vision there.
He got an extra 3 yards after contact.
So coming up on midfield, clock continues to run. Chargers opened having received the kickoff, so it'll be Saints ball to start the second. Sanders stays in. 2 tight ends out there, or a fullback as Matlock is now lined up. It's a handoff to Sanders. He's trying to bounce it to the right, and that is not his strength. He'll end up picking up about 2. Rico Payton with the tackle. It'll bring up a 3rd and 2.
Tackle made by number 36, Rico Payton.
A little bit easier in space for Rico on that assignment.
It's nice blocking by Tucker Fisk. Just rode his guy the whole way.
His tight end's been blocking for 2 weeks now. But this is where you have guys who can win right away. And I look at Gadsden. You got this 3rd and 2. You want to throw the ball. He can separate quickly underneath.
Sanders stays in. You got Jalen Johnson, Gadsden, Harris to the left, 1-on-1. Lambert Smith to the right. Lance to throw. They bring an extra body. Lance got to get rid of it. And what a nice job coming back for it by Rocket Sanders. Not known for catching the ball, but he does exactly that to convert their first 3rd down of the game. Gets to the Saints' 39-yard line, a gain of 11.
Nice throw, too. Trey sees that you got the defender on top, so it's just kind of a back shoulder throw to the back.
Right back at it here. Sanders stays in. And it's a handoff to Sanders. Should have kept it.
Yep.
He's going to lose about 4.
It seems like Trey is just kind of reluctant to run the ball right now. He wants to show he's growing and evolving as a quarterback, but that's such a big part of his game. He's got opportunities to pull it. Just pull it.
9th play of the drive here. At the 42, even with the loss, I feel like that's still Cam Dicker range. We had Cam Little with a 70-yarder. In Jacksonville, Keandre Lambert-Smith has 1 target and a drop. And here's Lance to throw. It's a quick throw. And this is Gadsden to the 36-yard line for a gain of 6. Make it 3rd and 8. A little bit more manageable and certainly in Cam Dicker range now. 3-0, 2:40 to go in the half. Chargers lead.
Want to make sweeping conclusions off of a preseason game, but this offense just looks better with Trey Lance out there right now.
No doubt. Gadsden with his 2nd catch for 15 yards. Well, Heineke ends up going 1 for 5 for 8 yards. Lance now 3 of 4 for 28. Miller Hines checks into the backfield. Johnson, Lambert Smith to the left. Gadsden, Brendan Rice for the first time today to the right. And they're bringing a blitz. Lance. There we go. There's the legs of Lance. And he's got it easy. Takes off 25, 20-yard line. You called it, DJ. That's a gain of 14, and that's what he can do with those legs.
That's the X factor, and that's, to me, what helps him win that job. To be Herbert's backup is his ability to do things like this.
Yeah, that's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. First time we've seen him run the ball in these 2 games.
He's got juice. He's legit fast.
So 1st and 10 now from the Saints 22 at the 2-minute warning. When we return, it's Chargers 3, Saints 0 on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Hey everybody, it's Menace. Summer is here, and so are the Lazy Dog Restaurant's fresh new menu items. Try their crave-worthy seasonal dishes like the cauliflower ceviche, packed with citrus, veggies, and served with house-made chips and guacamole, or the cowboy ribeye burger, stacked with shaved ribeye and all the fixins. And backed by popular demand, the watermelon margarita. Grab a pitcher for only $25 during happy hour. Perfect for patio season. Get in here soon. Lazy Dog Restaurants, fresh, seasonal, delicious. LazyDogRestaurants.com.
Avner Gatt, that's the guy you have to call if you're ever in a disaster type of situation. You know recovery's hard enough. Fighting your home insurance company should not be part of it. For over 20 years, Avner Gatt has helped Southern California homeowners navigate complex claims. Call Avner Gatt, 818-917-5256. That's 818-917-5256. You'll speak directly to Avner Gatt or a member of his family. Avner Gatt, your claim, our game. Visit avnergatt.com today.
My name is Jessica Cashew, and I drive a Toyota Tacoma TRD off-road.
Toyota makes the vehicles, you make it yours.
I've done quite a bit to the truck. I started with wheels and tires. Suspension was next, and then I just redid the exhaust system, so super excited about that.
Now it's easier than ever to modify your Toyota at your local Toyota dealer. We're partnering with leading accessory brands like ARB, Fox, Rigid, Rhino, and more, so you can customize with confidence.
The truck gives me that possibility to get out there and go places that other people aren't able to go. I took it all the way up to Utah for an archery competition. So it's fun. It's a fun drive.
From lift kits to camping gear, modify your Toyota truck or SUV at your local Toyota dealer just the way you want with warranted custom work. Or shop online at toyota.com/accessories. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Looking, throwing to the end zone.
You're listening to LA Chargers football.
Caught, touchdown, Chargers!
Right here on the home of the LA.
Gaining opportunity to learn how you can help make a difference. Visit chargers.com/impact. Talk about Trey Lance's legs when they won the FCS championship back in 2019. He passed for 2,786 yards, 28 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and on top of that, he rushed for 1,100 yards at 14 touchdowns. A true dual threat. And finally got to see it in powder blue here today in that last run for 14 yards and a 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They break huddle. Lambert Smith, one-on-one coverage to the right. Miller Hines in the backfield. Harris to the left. Lance takes the snap. Blitz coming, and Lance going to take it. There he goes. 20, 15, 10. 5 before he gets run out of bounds by DeMarco Jackson, a gain of 16. So how about 30 yards on the ground back-to-back?
I love it. And he got pressure. He didn't panic. You get a nice pickup by Hines there at the last second, but then look how fast when he strides it out, he can go.
So goal to go now. We get a touchdown on the board here from the 6. Thanks to Lance's legs, 30 yards on these back-to-back plays.
Let's get Miller Hines in the zone here.
All right. High formation, Matlock ahead of him. Strength of the line is to the right. Fisk now goes in motion to the left. There's the handoff. Miller Hines looking to bounce, spins, gets dragged down at the 5, maybe by the face mask. No flags, though. DeMarco Jackson with the tackle. 2nd and goal. Timeout. Is that the Saints or the Chargers?
Saints trying to preserve some time.
There you go.
A 2-minute drill. We have a quarterback competition. Right. Those are good reps.
Yeah, especially if they're just going to go back-to-back halves. Give it to maybe Shuck or... And that is a legitimate quarterback competition in New Orleans.
Well, when you're trying to win a quarterback position, I don't want to go out on a limb here, but you prefer to score a point.
Yes. A point.
Yeah.
Spencer Rattler, 7-11, 53 yards.
They're going to be
turnover.
They're going to be offensively challenged this year. Kellen Moore from coaching the Philadelphia Eagles offense last year,
all
the
those
Saints
weapons
this year, a little different.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of people that are trying to draw a straight line from the Saints to Austin, Texas, and one Arch Manning. So here we go on a 2nd and goal. They break huddle. Lance all alone in the backfield in the shotgun, and now Miller Hines will join him in his left pocket. Looking left, still looking left, throwing middle, and popped in the air, almost intercepted. It was swatted away from Trey Harris by Rico Payton. So 3rd and goal, try to fit that one in there.
Not a lot of room.
No. Okay, now look at the replay here.
Actually, could have been pass interference, too. He's kind of draped on his back.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a little early from Payton, but...
So 3rd and goal. 2 of 6 on 3rd downs now, after starting 0 for 4, so 2 of their last 2. Aided by a penalty as well on a 3rd and 17. Empty, Lance going to take off, and here he goes. Lance to the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. 5 yards. Trey Lance covers the final 35 yards to pay dirt. And the Bolts get their first touchdown of the day.
Feature that athleticism. Trey Lance has improved as a pocket passer, but this is what's going to help. If he gets on an NFL field right now, it's that athleticism and running ability.
4 carries, 36 yards, and a touchdown now with a long of 17. And how about that clock-churning drive? 14 plays, 85 yards, 6 minutes, 24 seconds. Extra point is up and good.
Lambert Smith had a great block on that run, too.
Drive summary presented by UCLA Health. There's a flag on the field, keeping you on top of your game. And looks like they're coming over to talk to Harbaugh. Saints weren't ready. They had to run somebody in from the sideline. So probably asking if you want to take the penalty, get half the distance, and maybe run a little two-point conversion.
Offense out there.
That's what they're going to do. I'll do it again, Trey. Get an octopus.
Illegal formation, defense, number 98, lined up over the center. That penalty is half the distance to the goal. Los Angeles has chosen to go for 2.
And that was Julian Blackman, who was late getting out of the field, trying to get in position. Oh, so he said 91. We'll take that off then and give it to Vernon Broughton. So from the 1-yard line, opportunity at 2. Here comes the kids. Gadsden, Harris, Lambert Smith, along with Jalen Johnson. For those of you not aware, octopus is the touchdown and the 2-point conversion scored by the same person. 8 points. And it's Raheem Sanders in the backfield. And there's the handoff to Sanders. And Sanders is going to be stoned. So the penalty saves the Saints a point. 9-0 Chargers. Minute 38 left in the half on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Los Angeles Chargers football has a new home.
The Chargers broadcast have moved to KFI AM 640.
This is a new era. And after listening to the games on KFI AM 640,
Or sometimes AM 570 LA Sports.
get more Chargers analysis and breakdown on the Petros and Money Show.
That's the best thing to do.
So open up the iHeartRadio app and make 2 presets. KFI AM 640 and AM 570 LA Sports.
California, it's time to reimagine not only what we recycle, but how we recycle it. Putting food scraps in your green bin and taking California Redemption Value beverage containers to a recycling site to get your cash back are just 2 of the small steps you can take today for a greener tomorrow. This is how we're reimagining recycling, California. And it all starts right here. To learn more, visit recyclingreimaginedca.com.
Hey Chargers fans, a winning football team runs like a well-oiled machine. Every player doing their job, every part working together in peak condition. Your vehicle's no different. Hi, this is Tim Cates for Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where your car or truck gets the championship treatment with a 15-minute drive-through oil change. No appointment needed. Locations all over Southern California. Find yours at SoCalOilChange.com. Want your ride to perform like a winning team?
Touchdown Chargers!
Make it a Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Scoring your favorite LA Chargers gear has never been easier with 2 locations to choose from. The equipment room at SoFi Stadium and the Chargers team store located right there at 2144 East El Segundo Boulevard in the Chargers Commons Shopping Center. Open Thursday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Chargers team store is stocked with the latest limited edition merch drops, jerseys, headwear, sideline gear, and much more. To learn more, visit chargers.com/shop. Again, that's chargers.com/shop.
You're listening to LA Chargers football.
Touchdown Chargers!
Winners bunch, 20 plays, 33 yards.
It's been impressive.
Yeah.
And they've been on the field so much.
And I don't think there's any question about who's leading the charge, pardon the pun, but man, Caleb Murphy is having himself a game. I want to get that man some rest, playing so well.
Earned himself a ball cap.
Right. Murphy in his 3rd season out of Ferris State. And this is going to be in the end zone. They'll get it back out at the 35. Shannon, what do you got?
You saw Raheem Rocket Sanders get some touches on that last drive. I was talking to GM Joe Ortiz pregame about him. He says he saw him play in South Carolina when they played LSU, and he said he just loved the way he would break off run after run. He had 19 carries on the day, 143 yards. And in fact, Joe Ortiz was sitting in the end zone with his wife. And here comes Raheem Sanders on a 50-yard touchdown run and runs right to Joe. So maybe the best carry of his career, making his NFL debut for Joe Ortiz today in the LA Chargers.
Yeah, thank you, Shannon. And as we mentioned, it largest guarantee of any undrafted free agent. 2nd largest, by the way, Nico Reed had the big interception last week. And here's a quick pass and catch. And by the way, Tyler Shuck is out there now. The rookie out of Louisville, former backup to Justin Herbert for 2 seasons at Oregon. That's how old Tyler Shuck is. And that pass completed in front of Dean Leonard. Saints going to take their second timeout, and Dean Leonard is down.
By rule, under 2 minutes.
So that is not a timeout for the Saints. Intended to Dean.
So he's tried to get up, and then he went right back down to the ground. You don't like to see that.
The 126. Thank you.
Trainer's now tending, and they're going to lay him down.
It doesn't look good when you pop up and then you go right back down to the ground.
Last week played quite a few snaps. Leonard out there for 17 of them. Had 3 tackles.
You're hoping it's just a cramp, but
yeah, looks like they're looking at that left leg, and now Coach Harbaugh has come out as they sit him up. And they're going to help him to his feet. See, does not look like he can put much weight on it,
no,
so that's not good. It's been a rough week for the Bolts, obviously losing Rashawn Slater to a patella injury for the season. The all-world left tackle went down in Thursday's practice. Branson Taylor also went down in that practice. The rookie 6th-round pick out of Pittsburgh. And now Dean Leonard's starting to put a little bit of weight on that, so that's a good look. Hope he's okay. Saints will break huddle. 86 seconds left. Shuck now, again, at quarterback, the rookie 2nd-round draft pick. He's got time. Surveys, takes a shot. He's got a man. Right sideline, overthrows him just a tiny bit. Intended for Kevin Austin. Ball looked a little flat, DJ.
Was that Eric Rodgers in coverage?
Yeah, indeed it was.
Yeah, he was beat. I mean, he got caught flat-footed, and if he puts some air under that ball, it might be a touchdown. At least it's a big, big play on a double move. Little stutter go.
So a 3rd and 1 now for Shuck. Akers in the backfield with him. Saints have 2 timeouts left. Yeah, got movement. They're going to get offsides.
That
was Guidry.
Yeah.
Gave him the free first down.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense number 59. It's a 5-yard penalty, results in a first down.
Guidry, the rookie out of Western Kentucky. Undrafted free agent. So 1st and 10 now. Just shy of midfield from their own 49.
Caleb Murphy out here again.
Shuck to throw, and it's a quick slant. And that's going to pick up 12 yards. Thrown to Kevin Austin. Missed him on the last one, completed here. Nice little 2-minute drill here for the rookie. Right back at it, shotgun snap. And Shuck now on the move, rolling to his right. Right sideline throw out of bounds, incomplete, intended for Trayton Welch, tight end out of Wyoming. Stops the clock at 59 seconds, 2nd and 10 from the 39.
That was a little bit of the issue there with Shuck, too. When you get him on the move a little bit, the accuracy can disappear.
That was way wide.
He's 25 years old. I mean, Trey Lance might be the same age.
He was teammates with Justin Herbert in 2018 and 2019.
Yeah, Trey Lance is 25. He's in his 5th year.
Yeah. Shuck's a rookie. High snap. Able to corral it, middle of the field. Has a man all the way down to the Charger. 28 goes Cedric Wilson for a gain of 11. He's operating the 2-minute drill well. That was in front of Ja Taylor.
Looks like he's in control, too. He's signaling out the plays. He looks comfortable when he has time.
Shuck looking left, still looking left, throwing left, and immediately making the tackle that time is Ja. Completed to Wilson. It's a gain of 5, and now the Saints will take their 2nd of 3 timeouts. Shannon, what do you got?
Dean Leonard right now, I'm following him. He's walking to the locker room. He went into the injury tent for a bit, took a look at that left knee there, but he's putting all his weight on it, just walking to the locker room like you would at this point in the game in preseason. But he looks all right. He's not being helped off, that's for sure, guys.
Good. Yeah, it looked like he needed all the help he could get when he first stood up, but great to see he's able to walk something off there. Shuck now 4 of 5 for 37 yards.
Tyler Shuck, this is not exaggeration, has 4 degrees. 4.
Yeah. Keep it going. Like we said, teammates with Justin Herbert for 2 seasons. Herbert in his 6th year, or 5th year. Shuck to throw under duress and throws wide left. Nice play by that was Bridges, yeah.
We got a
flag. Oh no, that was Rodgers.
We got
a flag at the line
there.
of scrimmage.
It's going to go on the Chargers.
Illegal hands to the face. Defense, number 31. It's a 5-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
That's Bridges, so move him up 5. 28 seconds left, so you're hoping for a field goal attempt at this point.
It's 2 penalties that resulted in first downs on this drive. Both kind of concentration penalties as well. An offsides and a hand to the face.
Got the rookie Mickens and Williamson as your safeties. A little bit of cushion here from these corners. Shuck to throw, looking left, throwing left underneath, and there's a nice wrap-up tackle on Trenton Welch, the tight end, gain of 5. They're going to try to spike this thing, I'm guessing. 18 seconds left, down to 15, 14, and with 14 on the clock, it'll be a 3rd and 5. Take a shot at the end zone before they attempt the field goal, but certainly decent operation from Shuck, 5 of 6 for 42 yards.
I think the Chargers defense was comfortable too. Just don't let the ball sail over your heads. They're giving him these underneath completions and just rallying and tackling. So kudos to him for taking what's there, but I think the Chargers are okay with it as well.
They break huddle. We got 3 to the right, 2 to the left, empty. 4 on the line of scrimmage for the Chargers. Shuck, shotgun snap, looking middle, now going to take off. Hit as he throws, way out of bounds. And that was Guidry, I believe, that got his hand on him. No, it was Randolph.
And Randolph is extremely long.
Yes.
And that's what those long arms come into play.
6'8", 260-pound rookie out of Baylor. 11 sacks in his career in college. So out comes Groupie. Attempt a 31-yarder. Put the Saints on the board. And Chargers still going to get the ball back here for a return. As that kick is good. So 9-3 Bolts. 5 seconds left in the half. Nine plays, 52 yards, a minute 33 seconds. Little 2-minute drill there for Shuck. Yeah, you mentioned it, DJ, as you do all the draft stuff for NFL Network. Shuck was an interesting one because basically just bounced around from Oregon to Texas Tech as a backup. Got an opportunity following. Yeah, got hurt. Got an opportunity following Justin Herbert when he was drafted in 2020. Just could not make the most of it. Goes to Texas Tech and then finds his way to Louisville, puts together a nice season. And what was he, second quarterback off the board?
Yeah, he was the second quarterback.
Or third, I should say, after Jackson Dart.
Correct. So Jeff Brom just kind of found it with him, was able to develop him and get it out of him, and it all kind of came together. But he's big and strong. He's a good athlete. He ran at the combine, ran 4.63. But, the knock was he's a little bit older and took a little while for the light to come on, and he can play a little loose. That can work out well sometimes, and other times it got away from him a little bit.
And a little sidewinding kick fielded by Miller Hines, 20. Falls forward to the 24, and that, we got a late flag. Free kick. Free kick. Anybody? Anybody up for it?
Illegal block in the back. Return team number 57. The penalties declined. That is the end of the half.
End of the half. There we go. So 9-3 Chargers at the break, leading the Saints. Ilo with all your halftime coverage coming up here on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, to check you have your phone first, before the cab pulls away.
Hey, thanks, man.
No, wait, my phone! Come back! It's my boarding pass, credit cards, phone numbers, my life! Come back!
Checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
William is one of millions of Americans who uses GoodRx to save on the cost of their prescriptions.
My oldest daughter, Camilla, 2 days old, she had to have open heart surgery. All of a sudden, she's on 5 different medications. It adds up at the end of the month. Me and the pharmacist got so tight. She said, GoodRx save you a lot of money. Saving that extra $200-300 a month. We're able to do all these extra activities, so it puts less stress on our household, and it puts less stress on our pockets.
Download the free app or visit GoodRx.com and start saving today. GoodRx user compensated for their time. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance.
I auditioned for Old Broadway once, only I was off-key, off-beat, and off-stage. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
It's gonna be hot thunder from down under. Live August 15th.
Number 2.
The Marketplace. Because poke, pizza, and pork ribs are a party on your plate.
And the number 1 reason.
Football is back. Grab a beer. Give your team a cheer. Need I say more? Watch everywhere you eat, stay, and play.
Morongo. Good times.
Scoring your favorite LA Chargers gear has never been easier with 2 locations to choose from. The equipment room at SoFi Stadium and the Chargers team store located right there at 2144 East El Segundo Boulevard in the Chargers Commons Shopping Center. Open Thursday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Chargers team store is stocked with the latest limited edition merch drops, jerseys, headwear, sideline gear, and much more. To learn more, visit chargers.com/shop. Again, that's chargers.com/shop.
More LA Chargers football is just minutes away.
Mere moment.
But first,
we have.
This is LA Chargers halftime.
And we got a whole nother half to finish this game.
Now here's your host on the LA Chargers Audio Network, Isaac Lowenkron.
The score at halftime from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood in this preseason clash. The Chargers 9, the New Orleans Saints 3. I'm Isaac Lowenkron, and LA Chargers football is presented by Cal Recycle. We're reimagining recycling in California. Put food scraps in your green bin. Take California Redemption Value beverage containers to a recycling site and get cash back. Learn more at recyclingreimaginedca.com. The Saints had to punt on their first possession of the game, but said punt was muffed by Nyheim Miller-Hines of the Chargers. It was recovered by New Orleans tight end Trayton Welch at the Chargers' 17-yard line. New Orleans then drove to the Chargers' 1. They went for it on 4th and goal, but running back Kendre Miller was stuffed by Troy Dye, a clutch 4th down tackle, stopping New Orleans at the Charger 1-yard line. Offensively, though, the Chargers really struggled in the first quarter. Just 1 first down. Taylor Heineke, who got the start at quarterback today, just 1 for 5 for 8 yards, and the Chargers gained only 22 yards of offense in a scoreless first quarter. But the offense would pick up big time in the second quarter. You'll hear how it happened straight ahead. With the halftime score, the Chargers 9, the New Orleans Saints 3. Stay with us on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Hey everybody, it's Menace. Summer is here, and so are the Lazy Dog Restaurant's fresh new menu items. Try their crave-worthy seasonal dishes like the cauliflower ceviche, packed with citrus, veggies, and served with house-made chips and guacamole, or the cowboy ribeye burger, stacked with shaved ribeye and all the fixins. And backed by popular demand, the watermelon margarita. Grab a pitcher for only $25 during happy hour. Perfect for patio season. Get in here soon. Lazy Dog Restaurants, fresh, seasonal, delicious. LazyDogRestaurants.com.
NFL fans, when it's time to get Chargers tickets, you can tackle game day with total certainty with Ticketmaster. With 100% verified tickets available all season long, you can count on getting in with ease and spend time focusing on the good stuff. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, you can still score seats. Want to meet up inside the stadium with your crew? Transferring your tickets is an easy handoff. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Chargers.
Want to go to college this fall? Don't let money hold you back.
To be eligible for a Cal grant and to get the most financial aid available, fill out your FAFSA or CATA by September 2nd. If you already submitted your FAFSA but only listed four-year colleges, that's okay. Just update your application to include the community college of your choice. Keep your college dreams alive and enroll now at icangotocollege.com.
Eric Dickerson here for my favorite spot in the desert, Spotlight 29.
When you're in the Coachella Valley, nobody brings you fun and excitement like Spotlight 29 Casino. They've added hundreds of new slots and 5 Treasures Baccarat exclusive to Spotlight 29.
And the best lineup of entertainers anywhere.
Go to spotlight29.com for details.
Plus, the gaming age is now 18.
So get to the Coachella Valley.
Great shows, bright lights, and big winnings. Spotlight 29.
Coachella's best bet. You're listening to LA Chargers football.
Kick is good!
Right here on the home of the LA Chargers Audio Network.
The Chargers with a 9-3 halftime lead over the New Orleans Saints. Today's halftime highlights are presented by Valvoline. Keep your car or truck working at peak performance by taking it to Valvoline Instant Oil Change. And with a 15-minute drive-through oil change where they offer stay-in-your-car service while you wait. Locations all over Southern California. Find the location nearest you at SoCalOilChange.com. Scoreless after one, and on the first play of the second quarter, the Saints had a 2nd and 9 at their 40-yard line.
Looking to pass, looking middle of the field, and ball is out on the ground, scooped, and the Chargers have it. Caleb Murphy, Justin Aboigbe. Murphy flashed last week, and he does it again here today.
The Chargers' 6th takeaway in 6 quarters in this preseason led to a 44-yard field goal by Cameron Dicker for a 3-0 Chargers lead. Another sack by Caleb Murphy helped force a punt on New Orleans' next possession, and then the Chargers took over their 15 with Trey Lance at the helm, completed an 8-yard pass to Rondé Gadsden. The second, Naheem Miller-Hines, had a 9-yard run. Up until this point, the Chargers have been 0 for 4 on third downs, but that changed. They converted a 3rd and 2 on an 11-yard pass from Lance to Raheem Rocket Sanders, and then on a 3rd and 7 from the Saint 36-yard line, Lance would scramble for 14 to pick up the first down. He would then on the next play run for 16 more, helping lead to a first down, make it a 3rd down and goal for the Chargers on the New Orleans 5-yard line.
Empty, Lance going to take off, and here he goes. Lance to the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. 5 yards. Trey Lance covers the final 35 yards to pay dirt.
Chargers went for 2 and failed, so they led 9-0, but then New Orleans brought Tyler Shuck in at quarterback, and he led New Orleans 52 yards in 1 minute and 33 seconds for a field goal that made the halftime score the Chargers 9, the Saints 3, as they outgained New Orleans 81 yards to 29 yards in the second quarter. Stay tuned as Matt Money Smith, Daniel Jeremiah, and Shannon Farron present the second half from SoFi Stadium after these. The halftime score, the Chargers 9, the New Orleans Saints 3 on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Los Angeles Chargers football has a new home.
The Chargers broadcast have moved to KFI AM 640.
This is a new era. And after listening to the games on KFI AM 640, or sometimes AM 570 LA Sports, get more Chargers analysis and breakdown on the Petros and Money Show.
That's the best thing to do.
So open up the iHeartRadio app and make 2 presets. KFI AM 640 and AM 570 LA Sports.
Hi, I'm Kike Hernandez. Winning a world championship is incredible, but nothing beats being a dad to my 4-year-old daughter, Penelope. Making sure she has a strong, healthy start means being present, playing, and staying patient, even when it feels challenging. First 5 California is my go-to for tips and supporting her growth and well-being, so she can thrive no matter what challenges come her way. Learn more at first5california.com.
Eric Dickerson here for my favorite spot in the desert, Spotlight 29.
When you're in the Coachella Valley, Nobody brings you fun and excitement like Spotlight 29 Casino. They've added hundreds of new slots and 5 treasures baccarat exclusive to Spotlight 29.
And the best lineup of entertainers anywhere.
Go to Spotlight29.com for details.
Plus, the gaming age is now 18.
So get to the Coachella Valley.
Great shows, bright lights, and big winnings. Spotlight 29.
Coachella's best bet.
Popsicles, sprinklers, a cool breeze. Talk about refreshing. You know what else is refreshing this summer? A brand new phone with Verizon. Yep, get a new phone on any plan with Select Phone Trade-In and My Plan. And lock down a low price for 3 years on any plan with My Plan. This is a deal for everyone, whether you're a new or existing customer. Swing by Verizon today for our best phone deals. 3-year price guarantee applies to then current base monthly rate only. Additional terms and conditions apply for all offers.
Looking, throwing to the end zone.
You're listening to LA Chargers football.
Caught, touchdown, Chargers.
Right here on the home of the LA Chargers audio network.
93 Chargers. Exceptional halftime coverage as always by Isaac Lowenbrun. As it'll be New Orleans ball to start the second half. Watching some youth football there at the halftime here at SoFi Stadium. Shout out to a friend of mine, sort of an acquaintance I should say, but two-time back-to-back U.S. Open of Surf champion Brett Simpson. 09 and 10, knocked off Kelly Slater both years. And his daughter Paige was out there throwing it around, so kind of fun to see that.
Very cool.
And had no red zone TDs, and that picks up where Jesse Minter left off, DJ. Chargers #1 in the league. Just 45% conversion rate from the red zone on touchdowns. They had the goal-to-go situation from the one. They stoned them, and then they're on the 2-minute drill, able to hold them up for just a field goal.
The thing that stood out to me about this defense through 2 weeks in the preseason, or a game and a half, I should say, is the tackling's been excellent. And these aren't obviously the frontline guys, but that shows you that they're whatever they're teaching, it's connecting, it's working.
Yeah, and I mean, last week it was Nico Reed. Today it's Caleb Murphy, talking about some of these depth pieces. I know you were talking about Marlo Wax and how he's been able to see it. Mickens with another just perfect tackle last week.
Williamson had a nice tackle on the flat.
Well, I think that speaks to something we're well aware of, and that is that it's not just Coach Harbaugh. It's not just, you know, your coordinators, but man, they have got good coaches. Mike Elston on that D-line, Clinkscale in the secondary. And I'll tell you, we lost Chris O'Leary, who did an unbelievable job with the safeties, especially with Elijah Molden last year. But, man, you go out there, you see Coach Fuller, that dude's intense, man. He is not messing around. Might be the most intense guy out there. Of course, Navarro Bowman with linebackers. It's a heck of a staff. And that's not to take anything away from the offense. It is a lot of fun to see Sanjay Lal working with these wide receivers as well.
I'll tell you what, the first half story to me is Trey Lance. You know, just the way he operated this offense, using his legs, the athleticism. He's fun to watch. 2 weeks in a row now, making plays.
Now, Taylor Heineke, 1 of 5 for 8 yards. Trey Lance, 3 of 5 for 26 to go with 4 carries, 36 yards, and a touchdown. The rest of the team, 12 carries for 41 yards. That's just that weapon, the ability to catch a defense off guard a little bit on those broken plays. And when you got speed like that, holy cow. So Dicker will kick it off left to right from where we sit. Chargers in their powder blue top, white pant, powder blue sock combo. Reverse of last week, except for the socks. Velus Jones to return here for the Saints, and no, he will not return it. Instead, it's going to be taken. Oh, missed a tackle there. Dropped just shy of the 30, though, as that was taken by Jaden Price. Shannon, what do you got down there?
Tackle David Sharp signed just yesterday. With Slater out for the season, they wanted to bulk up the O-line room. I asked Mike Devlin, the O-line coach, what he liked about him. He said, well, he's played 9 years in the NFL. I like that. I also like his length. He made stops in Houston, Washington, Baltimore, Carolina, New York Jets after being drafted by the Raiders out of Florida in 2017. Mike Devlin with him there. Several stops, several teams along the way, guys.
Yeah. With the absence of Slater, a lot of people looking at that free agent list, and man, they're be hard-pressed to find some tackles. As they open with a handoff to Akers, I believe.
That was Hinton
Look
again.
at the ride. Yeah.
Caldwell's out there.
Jamari Caldwell, no gain on that tackle. So Shuck stays in for the second half. Probably going to be his the rest of the way, as Spencer Rattler had the first half. 9-3 Chargers. And on the backfield, it's Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Shuck to throw. Looking to his left, throwing to his left, has his tight end, but there's a beautiful tackle. And that's by Oladokin.
I'm excited to see Caldwell out here now.
Yeah. Oh, man, did he flash in that Hall of Fame game. That's a gain of just one, so now 3rd and 9. Caldwell got upfield on a few of those snaps.
Slippery. I'd use the term slippery for a big man.
Yeah, last week, 25 snaps, 2 pressures. Marlo Wax directing traffic as he's on the line of scrimmage. And they're going to rush 5. Shuck almost walked into a sack and eventually is dragged down at the 27-yard line. It seemed like every Charger was in the backfield, but Caleb Murphy's the one that got him around his legs and dropped him.
Yeah, there was a lot of pressure in there. I couldn't tell if it was 96. I think that's who.
Yeah, it was 96, so that's Jones.
Yeah. Jones there. Morris Brash was back there.
And yeah, we're going to give that to Wax, I think. So there we go, a 3 and out to get this thing started. Miller Hines returning all the punts and kicks today. Muffed one, led to a turnover, but the Chargers able to get a goal line stand and not yield any points. This is returnable. Miller Hines bumbles it again, and this time he's able to retrieve it. That's 2 now. That is tough in a game for someone we thought could bring some competition to Darius Davis, an all-pro, Pro Bowl returner. 52-yard punt, no return, and the Chargers maintain possession, though, on the muff punt. 9-3 Bolts on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Los Angeles Chargers football has a new home.
The Chargers broadcast have moved to KFI AM 640.
This is a new era. And after listening to the games on KFI AM 640,
Or sometimes AM 570 LA Sports.
get more Chargers analysis and breakdown on the Petros and Money Show.
That's the best thing to do.
So open up the iHeartRadio app and make 2 presets. KFI AM 640 and AM 570 LA Sports.
Jan from Toyota here with live coverage of end of summer fun at Toyota's National Sales Event with my special guest, Eli Manning.
Thanks, Jan. Let's get into it.
Down by the lake for some fishing, we've got Eric in his Tundra. He throws his line, and he's going long!
Heck of a team effort there. That Tundra got him exactly where he needed to be.
Next up, here's Kyle, off-roading behind the wheel of a 4Runner.
Whoa, that 4Runner's got some serious moves on the field.
There's excitement in the stadium parking lot with the Davis family tailgating in their new Sequoia.
All eyes are on Dad manning the grill. He grabs some buns from the cargo area of the Sequoia and flips. And look at that! What a way to close this one out.
Sure was, Eli. Until next time, go Toyota!
See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary. Event ends September 2nd. Toyota, let's go places.
Santa Monica College, the #1 college in transfers for 34 years in a row. Looking for a great job or boost to a top 4-year university? SMC's the perfect place to get you there. Enroll for their fall semester at smc.edu. That's smc.edu.
This summer at the Peterson Automotive Museum, relive the coolest cars of the 80s and 90s. See movie legends, race like a pro in our simulators, and dive into arcade nostalgia. Over 400 rare and iconic vehicles, all in one place. Tickets at peterson.org. That's petersen.org.
This is your home. This is your home of the Bolts on the LA Chargers Audio Network.
Right sideline out of bounds, 8-yard completion. Thank you, Shannon. I hear Northern Illinois, and I, of course, think of fine Fermilab establishment.
I thought you were going to say Michael the Burner Turner.
Michael the Burner Turner. Fermilab responsible for the idea behind the Large Hadron Collider, as a matter of fact, there in DeKalb, Illinois.
Nice.
For those of you physicists out there that might be listening. Also the alma mater of Cindy Crawford.
Oh, I didn't know that.
How about that? Handoff going to be a little bit shy of the first down, I think, unless they're going to move it. Now they're going to say 3rd and 1. Tackle made by Marlo Wax. Let's keep that clock moving. Let's keep running.
Officials timeout for a virtual measurement.
You jerks.
Not helping you.
Right when I say we got some clock moving here, finally. The game has just been slow to get on a roll here. So many punts. 8 combined here with still 8:45 left in the third. But we're going to get ourselves the electronic measurement, so I would assume it's the league calling it in. Say, hey, let's
get a look at this thing.
Yeah, we got all this money invested in the Eagle Eye. Might as well put it into practice. Seems to move a lot faster in tennis. I think they have like the supercomputers over in tennis. We have the Commodore 64 with the floppy disks on our measurement system.
It is a cool name, though.
Yes.
Hawkeye.
Well, Hawkeye doesn't move so much like a hawk.
Yeah, the goal was 30 seconds. They wanted this to take 30 seconds, is what they said.
I don't know what the fattest, slowest bird would be. I mean, everybody says it's gone the way of the dodo for the extinct bird, but I'm not sure about that.
That's funny.
All right, here we go. What do we got, folks?
The ruling on the field is the first down.
And that's the thing that's odd about it. It happened to us in the Hall of Fame game, and I thought maybe it was just limitations with the screen.
Yeah, they should have shown it up on the screen.
They have now not shown either of those on the screen. So hopefully people that are watching at home get it, because it is odd to just stand around and look at nothing. Hilaire in the backfield with Shuck. As Pettis goes in motion left to right for the Saints. Looking to throw. Shuck pump fakes. Under pressure, and now finds Edwards-Hilaire on a busted coverage. Left sideline, he's going to pick up the first down. Actually, they'll mark him just short. Gain of 9. Clock running now, coming up on 8 minutes left in the third. Chargers up 17-3. Got it on a pick 6 from Eric Rogers, the undrafted free agent rookie, and a touchdown run from Trey Lance. 2-point conversion from Dale Von Campbell. Field goal from Cam Dicklin. That's how we got our 17. And here's a quick throw out to the right side. Pettis turns the corner to get the first down, but steps out of bounds trying to tiptoe right sideline at the 46 of New Orleans for a gain of 9.
Got about 4 yards on that tippy toe. We thought he was going out of bounds, and he was able to squeeze another 4 yards out of that.
Looked like quite the hold, by the way, on Oladikin. New set of downs for the Saints. Sniff in midfield, trailing by 2 touchdowns. Chargers 4 on the line of scrimmage. And they'll rush 5. All kinds of time. Shuck's got a wide open shot downfield. Caught. Touchdown Saints. As Mason Tipton got behind Triquez Bridges. And 54 yards from Tyler Shuck, right on the money for the score.
It's a beautiful throw, but Bridges just got caught. He got caught flat-footed and was not able to recover.
Is that a double move there,
DJ?
DJ?
It was a double move, and his eyes got him in trouble.
So Groupie out for the extra point. Bridges, the 7th-round pick out of Florida by way of Oregon. And this is actually Charlie Smith for the extra point, not Groupie. So make it a touchdown game, 17-10. Won 5 plays, 82 yards, 2 minutes, 34 seconds. And we heard Jim Harbaugh say that Taylor Heinicke could get a couple drives, and then Trey Lance would play the majority of the game. So we suspect we'll continue to see him, like we did in the Hall of Fame game, into the 4th quarter before they put DJ Uiagalelei out there.
What a nice 7-minute drive here to finish off this 3rd quarter.
Well, I'm glad you asked, because Steve DeSager, our stat man, just handed me this piece of paper, DJ. The drive lengths tonight on that touchdown drive, Chargers ran 6 minutes, 24 seconds off the clock. The other 5 drives are an 8-minute, 13-second total. So
they've had 1 drive.
But they did have that 1 drive. Campbell and Vidal now back there to return kicks. Watching Jamie Maggio interview Justin Herbert on CBS, and Joe Alt is
peekaboo,
little peekaboo behind him on his right shoulder, as is Trey Pipkins
and Bozeman.
That's what you like to see, a little offensive line quarterback relationship, right? They're kind of doing the whack-a-mole.
Oh, that's funny.
And kick fielded by Campbell at the 3, inside the numbers, left side, and he gets drilled at the 25-yard line and dropped after a 23-yard return by Isaiah Stallbird. He's the guy that laid that lumber on Kamani Vidal. And here comes Trey Lance, along with Haskins in the backfield.
It's first down.
Brendan Rice into the game at wide receiver. Well, you had 2 targets, no catches for Keandre Lambert-Smith. 1 target, no catch for Trey Harris in that first half, and I don't know if we're going to see him again. It's Rice and Campbell out there at wide receiver. Matlock, your fullback. Haskins, your running back. And it's play action from Lance. Takes a shot downfield for Brendan Rice. Tracking and cannot get it, underthrown a little bit. Nice adjustment by Rice to try to come back for it, but just underthrown a tiny bit.
He's got the field. He's got to be able to use that full field. When you get on top of coverage like that, almost had to be a Willie Mays type catch because it didn't get over to the middle. You can let that ball carry Rice across the field when you've got him in a trail position.
So is that on Rice or is that on Lance?
No, Trey's got to give him more of the field so he can go get that.
Gotcha. He's kind of doing the limbo. He was leaning back so hard. It was nice flexibility shown by Brendan there. 17-10 Chargers here in the third quarter. 7 minutes left in the frame. From the shotgun. Lance to throw again. Here comes a blitz, and it's underneath the Haskins. He makes the catch and uses that big body to push forward to the 30. So a gain of 4. It'll be 3rd and 6. Chargers just 3 of 8 on third down.
Good job by Trey. That's the free man. That's on the quarterback right there. He's able to throw the hot and get the ball to Haskins.
Like we said, it's been a lot of punts here today. See if the Chargers can pick up this first down as Campbell goes one-on-one to the left. Grimm in motion as he settles in the slot right. Lance to throw. They run a blitz and over the middle, intended for Grimm, incomplete, but a flag comes in from the secondary, and that'll likely be PI. Probably going to be Ugo Amadi.
The double slant right there. I thought Trey could have taken Gadsden on the first slant instead. Didn't love the decision, but he's going to get away with it because of the penalty.
Here's Craig Rolstad, our referee. Coming over to have a conversation with Coach
There's
Harbaugh.
no foul on the field for defensive pass interference. It'll be 4th down.
Well, he didn't get away with it. Maybe it was not on Grimm, but on Campbell, as they were tugging on his jersey as well. So out comes J.K. Scott to punt it away. Chargers football's here. It's the perfect time to gear up for the season. Check out the Chargers Pro Shop, powered by Fanatics, for the best selection of Chargers merch. On the web, visit shop.chargers.com. J.K. Scott for the 5th time today. Going to punt it away to Donovan Peoples-Jones, former Harbaugh player there at Michigan.
Not a lot of rhythm here today.
No, well, DJ, it's been a preseason game.
Yep.
We were treated as something special in Canton. And today been disjointed, missed opportunities, penalties, punts. It's another big punt, pushing Peoples-Jones back inside the 15 where he fields it. Surveys, and now he's got a lane, trying to work to that right sideline. Gets past the 25 to the 26-yard line, outside those numbers before he's dropped. 56-yard punt and a 13-yard return. 17-10 Chargers. 6 minutes left in the third on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to goodrx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check for your wallet first, before hitting the drive-thru.
$6.
Sorry, forgot my wallet. I have change, though. Here's 40 cents, another 40. Ooh, a bicentennial.
What's that?
Oh, gosh.
Checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
The legacy continues. The all-new 2025 Toyota 4Runner is here. Conquer any terrain with its available four-wheel drive, confident ground clearance, up to an amazing 465 pound-feet of torque, and that iconic power rear window, it's here to stay. This is the new face of adventure, the all-new 4Runner, available now at your Toyota dealer. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
There's never been a better time to find the Toyota that's just right for you. At Toyota.com, you can explore our full lineup of vehicles, compare features side by side, search our available inventory, see our latest offers, find a dealer. You can even build, price, and accessorize your Toyota right online. So for your next Toyota car, truck, or SUV, just visit Toyota.com. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
You're listening to LA Chargers football.
Kick is good!
Right here on the home of the LA Chargers Audio Network.
Chargers trying to find some rhythm. Passing the ball, just 5 of 14 for 38 yards combined. And here at the 6-minute mark of the third quarter, they've run 34 plays for just 105 yards. Defense has been playing sensational, save that last mix-up by Triquez Bridges that went for a 54-yard touchdown. Outside of that, they have been shutting this New Orleans offense down. As they break huddle, Edwards-Helaire in the backfield with Velus Jones and Tyler Shuck, the rookie quarterback. Velus in motion. And Shuck to pass. Gets it out to Velus Jones. Outside the numbers, and he's going to cut inside and have a lane all the way up to the 40-yard line of the Saints for a gain of 14. That's some of that world-class speed he's shown out of Tennessee.
Via USC, where he started off, and speed was never an issue with him, just being a little more consistent catching the ball. But Tyler Shuck looks a lot more comfortable than Rattler so far.
100%. Well, he has been playing a lot longer than Rattler, even though Rattler's been in the league for an extra year. You said it earlier, 4 degrees. And now rolling out, throwing on the move, and that's kind of what we've seen. It's just not on the money. Stops the clock at 5:22, second and 10.
He had him wide open. He had Mason Tipton working across the field. Just got to put a little air under it on that crosser, and he just fired a worm burner.
Yeah, he had Tipton on that 54-yard touchdown. If you want to watch something entertaining, sorry, DJ, go ahead and Google Tyler Shuck combine throw.
Wasn't his best.
It's not that there's so much going on there. As again, Jones goes in motion out of the backfield. Shuck to throw again. Climbs the pocket. Nowhere to go, and he's dropped. Jamari Caldwell, the rookie. 3rd-round pick out of Oregon, drops him for a loss of 9.
He just kept working. He was getting double-teamed and just kept working, and then Shuck turned his back to the line of scrimmage, which is never a great idea when you're a quarterback.
Caldwell in his career, 8.5 sacks between Houston and Oregon. Was asked to eat up double teams all season for the undefeated Ducks. Helped Derek Harmon find his way into the first round. To the Steelers, just ahead of the Chargers' selection of Amarian Hampton. 3 of 10 on 3rd down of the Saints. Jones again in motion out of the backfield. This time it's a keeper for Shuck. Throws to the sideline, and boy, that's just got no chance. As Jones shoved out of bounds left sideline after a gain of 6 when they needed 19. So don't turn it over, punt it away. Grimm will now return the punt as he did last time, signaling for a fair catch.
Hey, the clock's moving.
It is moving. At least it wasn't an incomplete pass. And look at that, Jamari Caldwell getting love from all of his teammates on the sideline for the game-changing play in that series. 5 sacks now for the Chargers in this game.
So he's a little sore over there on the sideline getting seen by the trainer.
Grimm with his heels on the Charger 10. And this is another short kick. Fair catch signaled for, and he'll field it at the 23. 39-yard punt, no return. Grimm's someone that we just have not seen a lot of. He's been working off to the side, the rookie out of Kansas, all training camp long. Saw him get out there for one day that I was out there, I think, of the many days I've been out there. So love to see a guy that put together 177 receptions, 2,472 yards, and 23 touchdowns in his collegiate career. 10 punts already here. 3:45 left in the third. See if we can churn some clock with the Rocket. Raheem Sanders in the pistol formation behind Lance. Tucker Fisk goes in motion right to left. There's the handoff to Sanders. Sanders following his blocks, and there he goes to the 30, to the 35, up to the 38-yard line. Gain of 14. Shannon with Tarheeb still.
Yeah, Tarheeb, I'm still sore from watching that hit on the first series on the second down.
That was really just trusting what I see, shoot my shot. It feel good to just play real live football, being able to tackle somebody.
In your second year, are you able to diagnose from the line of scrimmage better what's going to happen?
Definitely doing a good job with my coaches, really sitting down, watching film, understanding what's happening, the game's slowing down, so being able to be a step ahead of what's going on.
You're kind of the talk of being the breakout star, one of the big breakout stars in the league in your sophomore season. But I'm kind of like, well, I was here last season, and he broke out last season.
Last year it was a good year, a good introduction to the NFL. But I left a lot of plays out there, a lot of stuff I could have done better. So making sure I'm just improving on those things, being knowledgeable of the situation, stuff like that, and trying to grow and build on what I did last year.
A lot of competition in that room. Jesse Minter saying it's kind of just a fluid situation right now.
A lot of good guys in the room, a lot of guys that can play. You want competition. Competition brings the best out of you. So I'm glad that I can be a part of the room, be a part of that group of men. It's really just a good feeling being able to go out there and compete with each other every day and work.
Well, super fun to watch you back out there hitting people right in the face.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I don't know why I keep saying that.
Yeah, hitting people in the face is getting a lot of airtime today.
Sorry, nice to meet you.
Shannon's just happy they got the pads back on.
Yeah,
she loves the violence.
She is really thirsty for somebody to get punched in the face out here.
Exactly. Do yourself a favor. Do not cross Shannon Farron. She will sock you right in the mouth. She is not here for form tackling.
Golly.
She does not want to scrum.
I hope nobody parked too close to her when she gets back in her car, or it's going down.
I think I'm parked right next to her. I'm walking the other way. It's hot out. What do we got here? 3rd and 5. Lance to throw, and he's going to keep it. And here goes Lance, diving forward. He's going to get it. And that is called making something out of nothing. Everyone covered. Good coverage by the Saints. And now we're seeing Trey Lance use those legs, extend this drive, and more importantly, keep that clock running.
That's fun.
As the 9th first down now for the Chargers. They've had 8 drives, but they had 1 first down through their first 4. So under 2 minutes now in the third quarter. This drive now. Pistol formation. Miller Hines behind Lance. Klotz is the fullback. It's a handoff to Miller Hines. Working the left side of that line. And he cannot get away. Goes from bad to worse as he's dropped all the way back at the 44-yard line for a loss of 4 by Fadil Diggs.
Yeah, reversing field at the NFL level, he knows better than that. He's played a lot of ball. You're just not going to be able to get that done.
And Sanders coming back in. It's kind of a tough position, right? You put these guys that are trying to make the roster in, and instead of just going down, they want to try to make something happen. So 2nd and 14. Raheem Sanders comes back in.
I don't feel like we've got anything in the screen game yet today.
No. But I feel like we didn't really get much last year in the screen game, you know?
I'd like to see more of that in this offense.
Yeah. Lance, there you go, and a quick slant to Dale Von Campbell. And gets out to, we'll call it the Saints' 48-yard line. Gain of 7. Bring up a 3rd and 7.
I don't think Trey Lance could have made a better decision on where to sign. I mean, if you think about what he needed, the Chargers offered everything that he needed. A chance to learn under a pro like Herbert, a head coach who's going to infuse you with confidence like Coach Harbaugh. And to me, it's a perfect mix.
A system that fits him
perfectly.
Haskins in to the left of Lance in the shotgun, trips to the right. Campbell all alone to the left. 4 of 10 on third down. There's the shotgun snap. And Lance trying to walk it up. And he's going to dive forward to the 45-yard line. Let's see if they'll go for it on fourth down here. It's a 4th and 3.
Why not?
Right? And they'll be able to talk about it as we have now come to the end of the third quarter. Chargers 17, Saints 10. It'll be a 4th and 3 when we return on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Hi, it's Tim Cates. I've been so lucky to have spoken with dozens of the country's top coaches on my Masters in Coaching podcast. You know what they all have in common? They've all gotten their Masters in Coaching from Concordia University, Irvine. Coaches, transform your sports program, your career, and get to the next level. Apply for the fall term at Concordia University, Irvine. Classes start on Monday, August 18th, but I wouldn't wait. Every new student gets $1,000 off. Go to cui.edu/coaching, cui.edu/coaching.
Like our championship-winning boys in blue, your Southern California Chevy dealers have star talent at every position. Leading off, the #1 selling full-size pickup in Southern California, Chevy Silverado, with 9 unique trims to choose from, including ZR2, designed for maximum off-road performance and capability. With features like an off-road cut front bumper and 2-inch factory lift, no roads are no problem. Looking for a bold and sporty high-performance pickup? That's RST. From its aggressive style to its responsive feel, it's an energizing presence that really stands out. And for the ultimate combination of luxury and capability, there's High Country, offering premium leather seating and a 5.3-liter V8 engine, so you're both comfortable and in command. Stop by and drive one home today, or shop now at SoCalChevy.com. Based on S&P Global Mobility new retail registrations using large pickup segmentation. Call 844-55-CHEVY or see dealer for details.
Popsicles, sprinklers, a cool breeze. Talk about refreshing. You know what else is refreshing this summer? A brand new phone with Verizon. Yep, get a new phone on any plan with Select Phone Trade-in and My Plan. And lock down a low price for 3 years on any plan with My Plan. This is a deal for everyone, whether you're a new or existing customer. Swing by Verizon today for our best phone deals. 3-year price guarantee applies to then current base monthly rate only. Additional terms and conditions apply for all offers.
1, 2, 3. You're listening to LA Chargers football.
The start of something special right here, man. Let's go.
All season long. Right here on the home of the LA Chargers Audio Network.
I'll tell you what, DJ, I want to feel the heat with somebody.
Oh, yeah.
Doing the sing-along here at SoFi Stadium. And
well, this is...
who doesn't want to sing along to this song?
Well, this is I want to dance with somebody, and Shannon wants to punch somebody.
Exactly. We're much friendlier in the booth. Down there on the field, man, things getting violent. Here we go, a 4th and 4, and they're going to punt it away. After the quarter break. So Scott punting to Jaden Price, who's set up inside his own 10-yard line. Nice day punting by Scott today. He's been able to flip the field, and he's been deep. And he's had great placement on his punts. This thing is a sidewinder. Takes a Charger bounce. And look at this. Well, that was right on cue. Normally I screw those things up. But I said J.K. Scott been doing well today. And here we go. Down inside the 5. A 42-yard punt. And no return. Set up at the 4-yard line.
That was a beauty. And it gives us a great view.
Exactly. Right in front of us where we're sitting here at SoFi Stadium. Healthy crowd today for
I was just looking at that.
Preseason game.
Filled in nicely.
Defense has played exceptional today. As Shuck stays in there at quarterback. Rattler had the first half, Shuck the second. And we got just signed Nesta Jade Silvera in there now for the Chargers on the D-line. Randolph and Morris Brash, your edges. Shuck rolling to his right, looking downfield, and has his tight end at the 7, cut down at the 10 for a gain of 5. Was Jack Stoll. Marlo Wax, who leads the team in tackles. That now, I believe, his 7th.
He's all over the field.
Yeah. By the way, all 7 of those tackles solos.
And he's looked good.
Yeah.
And he started the game. He's out there early.
So a 2nd and 4. Velus Jones in the backfield with Shuck. Chargers rush 4. Shuck with time now. Pocket collapsing, able to escape, and throws downfield. Left sideline caught. Left sideline out of bounds. Dante Pettis for a 16-yard gain. And man, he looked like he was over the line of scrimmage when he cut that thing loose.
I was curious about that. Also, Pettis was tight roping the sideline. Interesting that he didn't step out before that.
Before he got it. Preseason game. Keep the clock moving. So new set of downs from the 26 now, able to overcome the start inside the 5-yard line. Chargers with a delayed blitz from the secondary. That's Williamson, but he runs right by him, and here goes Shuck, filling that vacated space out to the 29-yard line for a gain of 3. And it was Williamson on the safety blitz.
Shuck's taken some sacks, but he's also used his legs to make some things happen as well.
And he's a big dude. 6'5", 220.
It's like grown man strength.
Yeah. So Mickens checks in. Joins Williamson as your 2 high safeties. Jones as your running back. Shuck to throw. Goes underneath for Jones, and he's able to make the first man miss. That was Tremont Morris-Brash before Rogers shoves him out of bounds left sideline for no gain.
Ellis Jones making some plays out here.
Yeah. Three of 11 on third down. 12.5 to go in the game. Chargers up 17-10. As Jones stays in the backfield with Shuck. Chargers 5 on the line of scrimmage. Morris-Brash and Randolph your edges. And they rush 4. Shuck has time, and a beautiful play by Rogers, who has a pick 6 in this game and swats that one away incomplete.
Just squatted on the route, knew where the sticks were, showing you the instincts again. That's his calling card. Just the awareness. He gets pushed vertical, he doesn't even phase him. He just squats right at the sticks.
I said it earlier, DJ. Steve Clinkscale, secondary coach here for the Chargers. You think about what he did last year with Cam Hart and Tarheeb Still, and here he is with last week Nico Reed, this week Eric Rogers. Luke Grimm set to return this punt. Kai Kroger. They have 3 punters on their roster, DJ. So
a lot of quarterbacks and punters.
Yeah. Trying to figure something out, as this is definitely returnable for Grimm. Fielded at the 23. Reversing field. Oh, ankle tackle. If that is not made, he might be off to the races. 47-yard punt, 6-yard return. Chargers offense back on the field as we see his face coming off with a big exhale, thinking almost had it. 17-10 Chargers on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Los Angeles Chargers football has a new home.
The Chargers broadcasts have moved to KFI AM 640.
This is a new era. And after listening to the games on KFI AM 640,
or sometimes AM 570 LA Sports,
get more Chargers analysis and breakdown on the Petros and Money Show.
that's the best thing to do.
So open up the iHeartRadio app and make 2 presets. KFI AM 640 and AM 570 LA Sports.
Let's be honest. Relationships shouldn't be this hard. It's time to say goodbye, grass, because you deserve better. Break up with your lawn and upgrade to a beautiful, low-maintenance, California-friendly garden. Go to BeWaterWise.com and start a new relationship that saves you water today. BeWaterWise.com.
Hey everybody, it's Menace. Summer's here, and so are the Lazy Dog Restaurant's fresh new menu items. Try their crave-worthy seasonal dishes like the cauliflower ceviche, packed with citrus, veggies, and served with house-made chips and guacamole, or the cowboy ribeye burger, stacked with shaved ribeye and all the fixins. And backed by popular demand, the watermelon margarita. Grab a pitcher for only $25 during happy hour. Perfect for patio season. Get in here soon. Lazy Dog Restaurants, fresh, seasonal, delicious. LazyDogRestaurants.com.
This summer at the Peterson Automotive Museum, relive the coolest cars of the 80s and 90s. See movie legends, race like a pro in our simulators, and dive into arcade nostalgia. Over 400 rare and iconic vehicles, all in one place. Tickets at peterson.org. That's petersen.org.
Santa Monica College, the #1 college in transfers for 34 years in a row. Looking for a great job or boost to a top 4-year university? SMC's the perfect place to get you there. Enroll for their fall semester at smc.edu. That's smc.edu.
You're listening to LA Chargers football.
I mean, this has just been a buffet of quarterbacks.
Right here on the home of the LA Chargers Audio Network.
Tell me things like that when I got cantaloupe in my mouth. Choke. It is 17-10 Chargers. They start this drive at their own 29, well, about 30-yard line. Lance still in this game. Brennan Rice in motion, left to right, and it's a handoff to Haskins. There we go. Haskins in the open field, past the 40 to the 42-yard line for a gain of 12. I feel like we say it every game, DJ. People forget about Hassan Haskins and what a bell cow he was at Michigan in the 21 season. 13, 27, and 20 touchdowns.
Well, one of two things is true. Either the holes just miraculously open up when he's in the game, or he's able to see things that some other guys don't see.
Looked good last week, too. Really filled his role perfectly last year. Great in pass protection, a 4-core guy on special teams.
He can close out a game for you, too, as a 4-minute back.
Exactly, picking up those short yards. Pistol, handoff to Haskins again, and this time he's wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, dropped at the 44-yard line, gain of 2. But that clock is churning. Oh, look at that. We got our international pathway player out there, DJ.
Let's go.
Thomas Yasmin from Utah. You remember him there with the Utes, one of their many big blocking tight ends.
They ever had a tight end go through there?
Well, let's see. Remember our man Brent Keithy?
Yes, there you go. You're a big Keithy guy.
I was. I like Keithy. Keithy had a big game against SC. Remember that game when it was like 50-49? Of course, Dalton Kincaid. Lance to throw. And right in the middle of the field on the slant is Brendan Rice. How about that? Brendan Rice with the catch.
You got to feel like he's auditioning for other teams as well as for a practice squad spot with the Chargers. This room has just gotten deep all of a sudden.
He's had, I'll say this about Brendan Rice. He's put together some really good training camp practices. Had a really nice go ball that he adjusted to beautifully from DJ. I want to say it was against Ja. As he now goes in motion left to right. New set of downs, 1st and 10 from the Saints 44. And here's a handoff. Sanders trying to shuffle his way to the 42-yard line. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8. Clock now under 10 minutes. If you want the latest in Charger breaking news, exclusive content, scores, highlights, and more, download that official Chargers app today. All things Bolts right at your fingertips. Not to mention all the videos. I would highly recommend watching the press conferences. Coaches, always incredibly thoughtful. Coach Harbaugh, very different than other head coaches. Lets his coordinators talk to the media regularly, and it is fun. We had that pregame conversation with Jesse Minner. I can listen to him talk football all day.
He's great. He'll be a head coach very soon.
Lance to throw, and again on the in cut. This time finds Campbell. Dale Vaughn was one of those guys that was invited to the tryout at rookie camp and ended up getting signed, not as an undrafted free agent, but just as an invite, as a tryout invite out of South Carolina. And how about this with Dale Vaughn? You want to talk about speed. When he was at, so he's been at Illinois, Nevada, South Carolina, a 4x200 Texas state champ in high school. You think that got some speed in Texas?
A little bit.
It was a school record. Minute 23. Minute 23. How about that? And dancing around in the backfield there.
He got the first down.
It's right on it. And they are saying first down. So a nice play by Trey. He's used his legs today. That was his 7th carry. 48 yards and a touchdown. Leads all players on the ground. We've been asking him to tuck that thing and go instead of handing it off. He does it, and it results in a first down. It's now under 8 minutes.
Keep that clock moving, baby.
I'm with you. I am with you. Miller Hines, I should say, in the backfield. And here's Lance rolling to his right, looking downfield, throwing, and intended for Campbell. Had a little backpack with him, but he
could have ran for 20 yards.
No doubt. Jonas Sanker in the coverage, the rookie out of UVA. And it stops the clock, Trey.
I mean, he's going to get a big chunk there if he's just decisive and goes. But again, you kind of see he wants to show I can do more. But that's
doing
easy.
more.
That's easy.
You run for 15 yards, you're doing more.
Take that. They're going to give it to you. Just take it.
2nd and 10 from the 34. Haskins in the backfield. Grimm in the slot to the left, and this time it's a handoff, and there we go. Look at this explosive run. That's going to go for 11 yards, and it's Haskins again. I mean, he is. We said it though, DJ. He's solidly on this roster.
He's got such good vision. Just sees it, makes a nice little jump cut, and then anytime you hit him, he falls forward for another 2-3 yards.
And I'll tell you, you think about the roles of Hampton and Najee Harris, and Haskins is 6'2", 230. It's not the 245 that Najee is, but he could still be a hammer. We saw it effective last year. Now we got I formation with Steve-O Klotz, the rookie out of Iowa State, ahead of him. And there goes Klotz.
That's a nice block.
It was a great block. And unfortunately for Klotz, he had Haskins coming right behind him and ran right into him.
Well, Klotz sandwich there.
Yeah.
Give the offensive line some love here, too. They're getting some creases.
This thing is churning. We're past 5 minutes now on this drive. 10th play. Love it. They kind of, when a punter can flip the field, feel like the Chargers offense on this drive flipped the clock. we were really struggling with that clock for a while.
Before that.
We flipped the clock on this one. Blitz. And there's the handoff to Miller Hines. He's going to pick up 1, so it'll bring up a 3rd and 6. Jalen Ford with the tackle. And that was Sanders, my mistake. Could not be two different looking backs on the roster. And Sanders going to run off as Haskins comes in. This is kind of that 4-minute offense you were talking about, DJ, where it's been a lot of beef. 5 of 12 on 3rd down.
There are a lot of big tight ends on this roster.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fisk, 6'4", 285. Matlock, 6'4", 296. Disley's 260. Harbaugh wants a timeout.
Brendan Rice wasn't lined up correctly.
That's been a problem.
Los Angeles.
That has been a problem. Attention to detail.
30-second timeout.
Those little things when you're trying to earn a spot.
Right. That's kind of one of the things we heard last year.
See who can step up here on a 3rd down and get a little separation for Trey. Keep this drive alive.
Say this about, we were in Canton last week, and it's just so special to be able to get that private tour with all the players. Talk about someone like Brendan Rice, who had not been called up for any games last year, was just kind of inactive. And then you got someone like Derwin James, a perennial All-Pro, and when he sees Jerry Rice's helmet, he starts yelling for Brendan Rice. Brendan, get over here. Shannon, what do you got?
Dayon Henley, I mean, hey, I don't like to watch a preseason game for 4 hours, but if it means I get to talk to you at the end, then I'm in.
I mean, first of all, that's a pleasure that you even said that, because I'm happy to talk to you as well. And anytime I can get to talk to you, I'm going to take it.
Thank you, Dayon. What's it like when you watch games like this? You're not playing, you see opportunities, you want to get out there. I know what you want to do.
Yeah, I mean, you just took the words right out of my mouth. I just want to be out there with the guys. This is just so hard bringing the energy from the sideline, and especially when you get to see these guys having fun and they're winning. You want to be a part of these big wins, but that's just being a teammate. Now you got to find the ways to stay engaged, and that's me talking to my teammates, talking to my coach, and being around the ball as much as I can.
I saw that they were getting rid of smelling salts, and I was like, well, luckily this team has Dayon, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I'm bringing energy. Don't even worry about it. I mean, I feel a little bit more sorry for Denzel because that was his thing. But I told him he got me. Like, if you need to get a little pick-me-up, bro, I got you. And that goes for everybody on the team.
You know, when I was little, we'd come home after school and we'd watch Oprah. Like, I would love to come home from school now and watch Day On.
Okay, well, since you're watching me, you get a ball, they get a ball, everybody gets balls. Because here I am.
Everybody gets balls, guys. Thank you, Day On.
Yeah, with a little knowledge I didn't know he possessed right there.
Exactly.
Nice.
I don't think Shannon's ever been more excited to sign off of an interview. Oh, down on the field, unfortunately, is Carson Barnhart. We gotta get this thing to end soon.
Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah. It was a 4th and 10 while Shannon was talking to Dayon Haskins. I should say Trey Lance.
Oh, gosh, his leg got really rolled up on Money. That's not a good look.
And Barnhart was a guy last week that played 43 snaps. So is that? Yeah, it is Barnhart. Well, you know what? He's walking off. No help.
A tough dude.
Absolutely.
That bend, that's not supposed to bend that way.
Yeah, Michigan guy with Coach Harbaugh. Won that national championship with him. A guy that was asked to move all over that line, and Harbaugh just sung his praises repeatedly about how tough he is. And we're seeing it right there. So Cam Dicker on to make it a 2-score game with 5.5 left. Already connected on 1 field goal from 45. This one will be from 44, I believe. Dayon, just an absolute joy to be around.
He is an energy giver, man.
Shannon hit it on the head, man. He is walking smelling salts. And just, it's kind of like the, just the perennial smile, man.
Well, I mean, look,
always smiling, always happy. He's one of those guys.
Shannon was ready to fight earlier today, and then she talks with Dayon, and she's already just got such a better mood. She's seeing the sunshine and the rainbows. And
no one's getting punched in the face yet.
Yeah.
There's still time, though. Still 5 minutes, 21 seconds left. Never know. So Dicker on. After connecting on his first attempt, this one going to be, come on, JK, where are we at? Looks like a 40 from the right hash.
It's preseason for you. I want to see how quick you can call this good or no good from this angle.
Good.
He hasn't even snapped the ball.
Snap, hold, and right down the middle.
Fair.
Yep. There you go, Cam Dicker. We've said it before, but for those that maybe didn't check in on Thursday night, Cam Dicker can miss his next 3 field goals and still be the most accurate kicker in NFL history with 100 attempts.
Yeah, not too shabby.
Nope.
Copyright of this broadcast is owned by the National Football League and the LA Chargers. All rights are reserved. Any rebroadcast, recording, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written permission of the NFL is prohibited.
You know, sometimes we get into the in the preseason. As she might get upset with me saying it, but hey, whatever. Sometimes Shannon will be like, hey, you know what? The guys are fine. I'm out of here. She'll hop out of here with a minute left or so. I would just say this. If you're in one of those hot dog carts or something, whatever her order is, you better get it right. You better get that thing right. Because there could be some fury coming if you don't. You're cutting up all that mango and watermelon, putting the tahini on there. That drive, 12 plays, 48 yards. How about this? 7 minutes, 10 seconds, a 40-yard field goal from Cam Dicker. It's presented by UCLA Health, keeping you on top of your game. Well, we got that new touchback rule, the 35-yard line instead of the 30. 7 kickoffs for the Chargers, just 1 touchback. And make it 2. Thanks, Steve. Trying to run some clock here. Right on cue. See, I'm the one that looks dumb.
That's wonderful.
And you got that big smile on your face, DeSager. I don't need any help looking like a fool. It's easy.
That's great.
New Orleans not running the ball very well. 19 carries for 54 yards. Put that in perspective. Trey Lance has 7 for 48 himself. And here we go. Jake Haener time. As Shucks Day is done, in the backfield with him is Marcus Yarns. Haener to throw. And a little bit high, but caught by Austin, and he's off to the races into Charger territory at the 46-yard line for a gain of 18. Austin, the second-year player out of Notre Dame.
He's working on Bridges there.
They're working with tempo. Bridges burned for that 54-yard touchdown. They get him there for 18. Haener to throw again. Has time, middle of the field, and there's a beautiful tackle by Wax. Was waiting for him. It's gain of 7. I'll make it 5.
I hope he has a role in this organization. He's fun to watch.
He really is. Wax, the rookie out of Syracuse. And again with tempo. Here's Haener surveying. Again, middle of the field, just taking what the defense gives him. Finds Marcus Yarns, the back, for a first down to the 38-yard line. Kendall Williamson with the tackle. Here's that tempo, no huddle. Haener snap to throw, sets his feet. They rush 4. Haener under duress. We got a flag that comes in and throws it as he's going down. Completes the pass to the 39-yard line. Surprised they did not whistle him in the dirt.
Should be a hold on the offense.
Was that T.Ry Edwards that got him? It was Randolph. That's going to be a hold. Greg Rolstad, our referee here.
Offense, number 77. It's a 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
There we go. That is Radens. Wax at Syracuse, 338 tackles, 21 sacks, 44 tackles for loss, 10 forced fumbles, 2 interceptions. No surprise, guy did everything. He's first and 20 here. We've seen it here today as well. As Yarns to the right of Haener, trips to his left, tight end on the line there to the right, looking left, still looking left, and he's hit, knocked off his spot, and now Haener gonna throw and intercepted. What a grab! My goodness, Eric Rogers. With his second, he leapt to the heavens and had to snatch that thing at full extension to come down with it. And DJ, we said it, how about this? 3 career interceptions, 2 of them were in one game while he was at Northern Illinois, and here he gets 2 in this contest today.
Well, he needed all of his height and length on that one. I mean, that was go-go gadget arms to go up there and get that thing. That was a heck of a catch. I didn't think there was any way he'd be able to get to that ball.
Have yourself a game, Eric Rogers. Rookie out of Rutgers. Shannon might be able to dig up some more Scarlet Knights information on that one. When we return, it'll be Charger ball leading 2010 on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Los Angeles Chargers football has a new home.
The Chargers broadcast have moved to KFI AM 640.
This is a new era. And after listening to the games on KFI AM 640,
Or sometimes AM 570 LA Sports.
get more Chargers analysis and breakdown on the Petros and Money Show.
That's the best thing to do.
So open up the iHeartRadio app and make 2 presets. KFI AM 640 and AM 570 LA Sports.
If you owe the IRS or state, if you've received a levy or garnishment notice, the worst thing you can do is ignore it. The problem isn't going away, and the longer you put it off, the more penalties and interest keep piling up. So what should you do? Call a company that can help. The experts at Rush Tax Resolution know how to fight the IRS and win. Rush Tax is A+ rated with the BBB, and they've helped thousands of people put an end to their tax problems for good. And if you're a business owner and owe payroll taxes, did you know the IRS can shut you down and come after you personally? Rush Tax helps business owners stay in business. They've even been able to stop levies and garnishments the same day. Call 800-485-3021 now, and Rush Tax will tell you upfront and for free if they can help. And they only take cases they know they can help. 800-485-3021. 800-485-3021. 800-485-3021. Or rushtaxresolution.com.
I'm so excited driving around my brand new car. What's going on, you guys? It is Stryker, the 2025 Hyundai Tucson Hybrid, which I absolutely love. When you're cruising around in a Hyundai hybrid vehicle, this means you're getting great fuel efficiency without the lifestyle change. You don't have to stop to charge ever, and of course, less frequent trips to the gas station. It's the 2025 Tucson Hybrid, top-notch safety features, advanced tech, eye-catching design. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details.
You're listening to LA Chargers football.
Touchdown, Chargers!
Right here on the home of the LA Chargers Audio Network.
20-10 Chargers. Let's quickly take 10 seconds for our stations to identify themselves on the LA Chargers Football Network.
This is the flagship of the LA Chargers Audio Network. KFI KOST HD2 Los Angeles, an iHeart radio station.
DJ Uyunglele in at quarterback now. Sanders in the backfield, takes the handoff. Sanders trying to find a hole, nowhere to go. Bounces around, a little pinball action there at the 37-yard line for 2 yards. 2nd and 8. Shannon, you got some Scarlet Knight action for us?
Well, I mean, you asked for it.
I did.
I want to deliver here. It was during the first intercollegiate football game with Princeton, November 6th, 1869. The players from Rutgers wore scarlet-colored turbans and handkerchiefs to distinguish themselves from Princeton. DJ, wasn't that around the time you played? Did you wear turbans as well?
It's very similar time frame. Very similar.
Beautiful. Thank you, Shannon. How about that? Turbans and kerchiefs. And handoff again. And this time push the pile forward to the 40-yard line. 2:50.
I was clearly mistaken, Money. I saw Shannon with binoculars down there looking at her phone, and I assumed she was just cussing somebody out on Twitter, but she was looking at her notes. So that's what she was doing. Good homework.
Right? Love that. And let's see, we got a game clock at 20, so about a 10-second difference here on this 3rd and 5 between the game and play clock. So this will probably, unless there's an incompletion, take us to the 2-minute warning. DJ takes the snap, takes the handoff, takes a shot downfield. He's got arm, and oh, what a grab! What a throw! What a grab! DJ Uyunglele to Dale Von Campbell for 50 yards.
That was a dime. That thing dropped out of the sky.
Talk about putting air under the ball. What a beautiful throw by DJ here in his hometown. No doubt a bunch of family watching. He gets a tiny sliver of time to play, and he has made the most of it. That brings us to the 2-minute warning. We'll be back, see if he can cash it in with a 1st and goal from the 9 here on the LA Chargers Football Network.
Los Angeles Chargers football has a new home.
The Chargers broadcasts have moved to KFI AM 640.
This is a new era. And after listening to the games on KFI AM 640,
or sometimes AM 570 LA Sports.
Get more Chargers analysis and breakdown on the Petros and Money Show.
That's the best thing to do.
So open up the iHeart Radio app and make 2 presets. KFI AM 640 and AM 570 LA Sports.
Avner Gatt, that's the guy you have to call if you're ever in a disaster type of situation. You know recovery's hard enough. Fighting your home insurance company should not be part of it. For over 20 years, Avner Gatt has helped Southern California homeowners navigate complex claims. Call Avner Gatt, 818-917-5256. That's 818-917-5256. You'll speak directly to Avner Gatt or a member of his family. Avner Gatt, your claim, our game. Visit avnergatt.com today.
Hi, I'm Kike Hernandez. Winning a world championship is incredible, but nothing beats being a dad to my 4-year-old daughter, Penelope. Making sure she has a strong, healthy start means being present, playing, and staying patient, even when it feels challenging. First 5 California is my go-to for tips and supporting her growth and well-being, so she can thrive no matter what challenges come her way. Learn more at first5california.com.
The 2025 Ford F-150, California's best-selling truck brand.
Now is the time to get into that Ford you've been eyeing with Ford's summer sales event. Go see your local Southern California Ford dealers and get the hottest deals with 0 payments for up to 90 days on select Ford vehicles.
From the F-150 or F-150 electric to the Mustang Mach-E, whatever model you've been looking at is ready for you.
Plus, get a complimentary maintenance plan for 24 months. Go to buyfordnow.com for details.
Looking, throwing to the end zone.
You're listening to LA Chargers football.
Touchdown Chargers!
Right here on the home of the LA Chargers Audio Network.
I'll tell you, we'll discuss it in the aftermath, but it's going to be hard picking a defensive player of the game. You got Caleb Murphy with 2 sacks, one of them a strip sack that led to a turnover.
When you score,
when you got a pick six and a second interception.
You get the award.
You got Marlo Wax making tackles all over the place. And DJ looks like they're going to run some plays here. Well, the Saints have all 3 timeouts. So we got an offset eye, Steve O'Klotz, Raheem Sanders, and DJ under center after the 49-yard completion to Campbell. Here's a handoff. Sanders bouncing it outside. He's got room to the 5. Into the end zone. Touchdown Chargers. The Rocket. Raheem Sanders from 11 yards out. Showing a little burst there.
A nice job pressing the hole, and then he saw it open to the outside. And it was just a sprint. And I sent you a little note a minute ago. Seeing the 35 run for the Chargers with a big lower body. Give me a little Marion Butts vibes.
That's a great call. Great call. How about that explosion?
A little burst.
Right? Beating the corner, Rashawn Wright to the end zone. Take her on for the extra point. That's good. 27-10 Chargers. 4 plays, 65 yards, a minute 46. And it comes off the interception from Eric Rogers. His second of the game, one of them a pick 6 to go with 4 tackles. Mentioned Marlo Wax, 9 tackles, all solo, and a sack. I mean, that would get you player of the game. 2 sacks, one of them a strip sack, forced fumble. That would get you player of the game.
Yeah.
Nope, you're on the podium, but you're getting silver and bronze. Gold's going to the guy with 2 interceptions, including a 43-yard pick 6.
Yeah, it's a good problem when you're having to debate who made more plays in a game like this one.
Well, it was a slog to start, that's for sure, but that was just on the offensive side of the ball. Defense have been playing their tails off this whole game.
I would say, though, in terms of efficiency and the number of snaps that you got, DJU might have a case.
Right? Yeah, that's true. 1 for 1, 49 yards. Set up a touchdown run. That was a beautiful ball that he threw.
That was a teardrop.
I mean, we talked about Tyler Shucks passed on that right sideline. I was just flat. I mean, DJ's had all the air in the world. He let his guy run right under it. Dicker now. Fielded at the 4, left hash. Out of the 15, 20, looking for a lane at the 30. He's got it to the 40, to the 45, dropped at the 50. And that was Velus Jones with the 45-yard return.
We got a Charger hurt now.
Yeah, we do. Oh, it's Eric Rogers, I think. And he is in a ton of pain. Oh, man, that would be terrible. You have the game of your life. Man, he is in a lot of pain. He's pounding the ground. He wants to take his helmet off, which is usually a sign.
Can't really straighten his leg right now.
Yeah. He's still kind of shaking that lower body. Looks like they're working on that right leg. No, left
he's got
leg.
His hands over his head like he is hurting.
Yeah. They're trying to straighten that left leg out right now. It's Coach Harbaugh walking over there. Not seen a replay. Yeah, man, you feel terrible. Have such an incredible game on top of
Hard
the
to have
world.
a better game than that.
Yeah, as an undrafted free agent, now they're sitting him up. Let's see whether or not they can get him to his feet. Saw that with Barnhart. It looked so terrible on the replay, and then he was able to get up and walk it off. And now
he's hurting.
Yeah, Rogers being helped. He's got to be helped off. He's really struggling to put any weight on that leg.
They're giving us a replay here. Oh, they're showing his
The
highlights.
pick six,
actually.
yeah.
Yeah, you hate to see that.
Right? This pick six, one of the 3 turnovers for the Saints. They've had 6 punts, 7 penalties, 5 sacks for the Chargers defense. And yeah, he's not able to put any weight on that leg. I think it's the right leg too, DJ. I said left. It's the right leg. You can kind of see the way he's moving, and it just does not look right.
Well, maybe it'll end up just being a scare and won't be what it looks like right now. Yeah, they tried to show a replay, but he's kind of looks like his leg just got kind of bent underneath.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like maybe his ankle.
Yeah,
almost.
it was his ankle.
Yeah.
Got just twisted underneath him. Yeah, we were worried it might be a broken leg or something, but
maybe that's a high ankle sprain.
yeah. Such a bummer.
Terrible.
For a great game, 2 interceptions, 1 a pick six. So here's Haener in the game at midfield. 100 seconds left in this game. Haener under duress, hit as he throws. Able to complete the pass. Pass is out, though. Ball is out. Picked up by Pettis, who's running backwards and shoved out of bounds at the 51-yard line. That was a fumble. It was a completion, fumble. Could have been the 4th turnover today. 1 a strip sack, 2 interceptions. Haener was hit as he threw. Clock stopped at 1:34 left.
That ball just fluttered up in the air. He got drilled. That could have been a penalty for driving him in the ground, too.
And that was Jade Silvera. Marcus Yarns in the backfield with Haener. They rush 4. Haener rolling to his right, has room to run, and that's what he's going to do. 45 slides down at the 40. Stop made by Oladokin. Gain of 7, clock running. 80 seconds left.
Well, he was a little short, but they're going to give him the first down.
Yeah. Chargers 27, Saints 10. Haener pump fakes. Looking, now he's just going to take off. 40. And throws it sideline, nearly intercepted. Intended for Michael Jacobson, his tight end out of Iowa State, I should say. Pass broken up by R.J. Mickens.
Mickens made a nice play because they tried to pretend like he's going to push and go vertically, then work right back, and he just stayed right in his hip pocket. He might have jammed a finger on that one, too, as hard as that got him.
So clock stopped at 1:03 on a 2nd and 10 from the Charger 41. Chargers 27, Saints 10. Haener looking right, still looking right, throwing right. Pettis wasn't ready for it, falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. I think 3rd and 10.
I don't think I've seen Pettis play this many snaps since he was at the University of Washington.
Right? 7th season, DJ.
It's a lot of work for him.
Is he a Lion?
He's bounced around. He was with the Niners.
Right. Remember that. It was Austin Pettis that was with the Lions, right? 3 of 12 on 3rd down.
That's correct.
Trips left, 2 right, empty. Chargers, 4 on the line of scrimmage on this 3rd and 10. Haener quickly over the middle, and that's caught by his tight end just short of the sticks, Michael Jacobson. 4th and 1, clock running.
Austin Pettis was Boise State.
Yes.
With that other receiver who went to the Lions. I can't remember his name. Titus Young.
Titus Young. See, and I'm about to say Titus Howard, who's on the Texans, who may be let go. Could find his way to the Chargers. Yes, Titus Young. You know
who we're catching passes for? Wait for it. Kellen Moore.
Exactly. Oh, come on. Are we really going to do this? Timeout, New Orleans.
New Orleans. It's a 30-second timeout.
You were not happy with that decision.
Well, I thought they were going to do the measurement. They were going to use the Hawkeye again. I was like, are we really doing this Hawkeye thing? So they'll play the Rams next week. They canceled the joint practice between the Rams and the Chargers this week. Both teams dealing with some injuries and just decided to be better to call that thing off. Try to stay healthy. So they'll play a technical road game. And so here we go. They're going to do the field goal, onside kick. Like you said, you work on stuff.
Get a look at it.
And I'm assuming that's what they're going to do. So here we go. A 50-yard attempt for Charlie Smith. And that is good. So front end of it's good. 27-13 Chargers. Assume as long as the Chargers can fall on this, we'll be
one knee and see you later.
That'll be that.
Well, outside of a couple injuries, I love what you saw defensively, and I think offensively, after a slow start, they found some semblance of rhythm, put a couple drives together, a couple big plays. Trey Lance running around, DJU with a big throw. The run game got going a little bit here in the second half.
What do we think? Who do we think they're going to get for Shannon in the post game?
Ooh,
a little Caleb Murphy, maybe. Little Marlowe Wax.
The Rocket got in the end zone.
Oh yeah,
late.
Little Rocket Sanders. Unfortunately, it might have been Rodgers, but sadly with the injury, he's gone back to the locker room. Well, this is interesting. I thought maybe they'd work on the onside kick. Okay. Remember, in the days of the current situation with the dynamic kickoff, you have to declare the onside, and that way it sets up as an onside kick. And this line drive that landed inside the 20, and just going to slide down is Kamani Vidal. Chargers come out, take the knee, make it official. I mentioned the Chargers and Rams going to cancel their joint practice, so Sean McVay said they're going to try to hold a joint practice with the Saints on Thursday, as it's the Chargers that canceled that. So DJ out to take the knee, make this one official.
Boy, you better pack a bag. We got a long road trip from our booth this
Exactly
next week.
right. Down a couple doors down the hall. There's the knee, and there's the game. 27-13 Chargers, 2-0 in the preseason now. And again, a defensive effort for Jesse Minter's defense. Incredibly impressive. 5 sacks, 3 turnovers, 1 a pick 6, a strip sack. And we go downstairs to Shannon Farron.
Raheem Rocket Sanders, hi, nice to meet you. Sorry, I'm Shannon. You found the end zone today.
Yeah, man, it was a blessing. Started off with D Camp. D Camp, South Carolina player as well with me. He started off with the catch, so I'm blessed for that.
Joe Ortiz told me a story about how you ran a 50-yard touchdown straight to him in the end zone when LSU was in town.
Yeah, that was crazy. I even noticed. I was locked in.